You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
It's probably not too late.
Oh, but I don't worry about that much, 'cause I'm happy anyhow. As I go along life's journey, I'm reaping better than I've sown. I'm drinking from my saucer, 'cause my cup has overflowed. Church, sometimes the going is rough.
Going gets rough.
But I've got a friend in Jesus, and that makes me rich enough. I thank God for all His blessings on me and the mercies He's bestowed. I'm drinking from my saucer, 'cause my cup has overflowed. You know, right now, you may be going through some rough times in your life, but I'm here to encourage you today not to give up. I pronounce a blessing upon your life, upon your family. You must prosper and be in good health in the name of Jesus. I believe it on my heart. So Lord, help me not to grumble and complain of the tough roads I have owned. I'm drinking from my saucer, 'cause my cup has overflowed. And if I should go on living, should the way steep and rough, I thank you, Lord, I thank you, Lord. May I ask for no other blessing, Jesus. Glory. 'Cause I'm already blessed enough. May I never be too busy. I won't be too busy to help a brother very slow. I'm drinking from my saucer, like drinking, 'cause my cup has overflowed. Yes, I'll keep drinking from my saucer, Lord. And drinking from my saucer, Lord, 'cause my cup has overflowed. My cup has overflowed.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me mind. You know this struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me. Cover me.
Do not categorize the blessing by colors. It is not the colors you need to watch. It is the character. Watch out for the character. I'm going to tell you, there are three basic types of people that you will interact with if you are a child of destiny. Can I share this with you? The first group are confidants. Confidants. You will have very few of them. Confidants are those people in your life who love you unconditionally. They are into you. Whether you're up or down, right or wrong, they are into you. They are in for the long haul. If you get in trouble, they get in trouble with you. They'll come see you in the jailhouse. They'll come get you out the crack house. They're confidants. You can open up and share anything with them. You'll never inherit your kingdom until you find your confidant. You can't be David till you find your Jonathan. Having a good confidant is the key that unlocks the kingdom, because you were raised outside the gate and God's going to cause you to reach over the wall. You got to have a confidant behind the wall who can mentor you for what God is going to do next in your life. The problem with most people is that everybody they run around with is under them. And so you are forever feeding people who can't feed you. And after years of feeding them, they begin to drain you. You got to have somebody who can feed you so you can feed somebody else. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Am I talking to anybody in here? You need the confidant then. The confidant is those few people that come along in your life that are for you. They are with you. They are intimately intertwined in your life. They are there to make sure that you reach your destiny. They will confront you. They will get in your face. They will get in your business. They will tell you when you're wrong, because they are confidants. If you have 2 or 3 of them in a lifetime, you are a blessed person. Without them, you'll never be who God called you to be. You need to find your confidant. Number 2, the other group are your constituents. They are not into you. They are into what you are for. They are for what you are for. They are your constituents. And as long as you are for what they are for, they will walk with you and work with you and labor with you, but never think that they are for you. They are for what you are for. And you have to know that, because if they meet somebody else that will further their agenda, they will leave you and hook up with them just for what you were for. They are your constituents. And throughout your life, if you're not careful, particularly if you're broken, you will mistake your constituents for your confidants. And you will think that they are for you when they are really not for you. They are just for what you are for. And by the time you get through falling in love with them, they will break your heart as they hook up with somebody else who is for what you are for, because it was never about you anyway. It was about the causes that you represent. They are for what you are for, but they are not for you. They are your constituents. Can I go deeper with this? The third group are your comrades. These people are not for you, nor are they for what you are for. It is just that they are against what you are against. And the comrades will make strange bedfellows. This will cause people to come together who are not for you, and they are not for what you are for, but they are against what you are against. And they will team up with you to help fight a greater enemy. But don't be confused by their associations. They will only be with you until the victory is accomplished. These people are like scaffolding. They come into your life to fulfill a purpose. And when the purpose is complete, the scaffolding is removed. But don't be upset when they are removed, because the building always remains when the scaffolding is removed. What I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, expect the constituents and the comrades to leave you and desert you after a while. Don't be upset when they don't react to your dream the way you expected them to, because they were never really with you in the first place. Be careful then who you tell your dream to, because if you tell your dream to your constituents, they will desert you and try to fulfill the dream without you. If you tell it to your comrades, they won't support it because they never were for what you were for anyway. If you find a few people in your entire life with whom you can share your dream with, you are a blessed somebody. I can tell you how to identify people who are really for you. If they are really for you, they will weep with you when you weep, and they will rejoice when you rejoice. When you walk in a room and you tell somebody good news, stop being happy for a minute and watch their reaction. If they're not happy for you, shut your mouth and walk back out of the door. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. Oh yeah, because when they are really connected to you, they will be happy for you when you share your dream. Find somebody, look them in the eye and say, are you happy for me? If you don't get the right reaction, don't tell them anything else. You need somebody who's really going to be happy for you. I don't want just anybody praying for me. I don't want none of them haters praying for me, because you know you hate me and you don't want me to succeed. I want somebody praying for me who really wants me to be blessed, who wants me to be an overcomer, so you can put up your oil and stop speaking in tongues, because you know you never did speak to me anyway, and ain't no need in you coming up here in this hospital like you going to pray some cancer up off of me. I'd rather have somebody who really loves me lay across the bed and rebuke the devil. And God is so faithful. He'll always give you somebody. Oh, if he ever sent anybody into your life to help you, you ought to just clap your hands and thank him for the people he sent. Don't worry about the people he took. You ought to praise him for the people he sent. Tell somebody, say, somebody help me. I didn't get here by myself. Somebody helped me to get here. Somebody taught me how to stand. Somebody got me behind the gate. Somebody taught me the protocol of the palace. Somebody encouraged me when I felt like dropping out of school. Somebody helped me when my back was up against the wall. Somebody mentored me when I was going through a divorce. Somebody helped me when I was going through a crisis. God is so faithful that he will never leave himself without a witness. He will send somebody.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't hold the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be.
So folks, let me check. I think we should be having audio now. Tommy, we got audio? Just tell me a thumbs up, Tommy. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. Yeah, so sorry about that, folks. The machine rebooted and restarted, and it messed up the whole thing. Let me bring in Tommy. I'm going to bring in Tommy early. Let me bring you in early, Tommy, because somehow the computer rebooted and, you know, everything changed.
Good evening to you, Professor.
I'm excellent. I can't complain at all. What's good?
All's well. Praise God.
And that's a good thing. Yeah? That's a good thing. So when COP join us, I want to jump out for a little bit. And move to a little other something here. So Tommy, I noticed that, I'm going to see this. You know what? Let me do the superlatives and then I'll get back to you. Folks, we'll be right back.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE. We originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Mr. COP.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Mr. COP.
To our cherished listeners, partners, and the entire WZYE family, we extend our deepest gratitude for your unwavering support throughout our journey. Special recognition goes to key pillars of our community, Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and Mr. COPs, whose vision and dedication helped transform a humble beginning of just 5 listeners into the influential voice we are today. At WZYE 95.9 FM, we don't merely broadcast, we pioneer. We are committed to delivering the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Our promise remains clear. We originate. We do not imitate. More than a radio station, we are a movement. We are a community united by shared values. And above all, we are a family bound by integrity, purpose, and a relentless drive to uplift. Reaching 20,000 subscribers is a testament to your trust. We pledge to honor it by continuing to challenge the status quo, amplify authentic voices, and serve the people with courage and conviction. As we move forward, we ask you to hold fast to what matters. Stand for something. Keep the fire of passion alive in your hearts. May God continue to bless you and your families. Together, we rise. The WZYE 95.9 FM family, where truth ignites community.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge. Hey, tell them Kamala say, he and them dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here, security. He and them dead. Hey, tell them Mooney Lal say, he and them dead. Even the 1%ers say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. He and them dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. 1. Restart the economy, 2. Health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. 4. Every pipe must have water. 5. Roads smooth as 6. Provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, we and them dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, the put a spin. Inside sources say, he and them dead. Tell them Arnold say, he and them dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night, flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. He and them dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, he and them dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the carrot come leaders hear what's up. Seems like not one of them was in shock. Put them in one big box. B and them dead. Tell them Mooney Lal say, B and them dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make. Investors not coming for the week. No more ice cream and cake. B and them dead, dead, dead. The red party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still lawlessness. 1. UNC on a mission 2 to correct the school system. 3. End poverty and clean up TNT. 4. Speed up the housing process. 5. Lower taxes. 6. Revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, P and them dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here, security. P and them dead. Hey, tell them Mooney Lal say, P and them dead. Even the 1%ers say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. P and them dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, P and them dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, to put a spin. Inside sources say, P and them dead. Tell them Arnold say, P and them dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night, flambeau US dollar. Citizens does line up for US visa. Carnival in Miami, New York, and Atlanta. So who could you choose if you was in Kamala's shoes? Who more important to us, Washington or Caracas? It's the US keep us fed, live us sky, even buy bread. I am stating the fuck how you want, anti-Kamala to act. Where you just find the diaspora. Yeah, we borrowed from Flatbush and Utica. Sensibly, who does purchase the LMG? If Kamala move rush, everything could crash. Listen to me well, it's with who we does share intel. We must make a deal. It's not about how you feel. Harry come bumping they come, but what is their policy? We all know that they're fan dumb on matters about Haiti. We see both road of Benny here in my country as refugee social service under attack. Maduro refusing to take them back. We children just study in Florida.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, COP, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. COP, unmute your mic.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And don't forget that the Professor asked, please share the live. We thank you.
So I may have to leave you guys for a little bit sometime because we're running two things concurrently. We're here, plus I have to go over to take care of the stream that we're doing with the pavement line tonight. So how is everybody going?
Well, everything cool, humble, quiet, progressive.
Thus far, all's well. Praise God.
Tommy, who was first in today?
Susan Ramkisoon.
Monica Ramkisoon.
Monica Ramkisoon.
You put Susan and
No,
Monica.
I'm mistaken. Monica Ramkisoon.
No audio from me? No, COP, that you.
No, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear everybody,
Yeah. Tommy says Susan Ramkisoon, right?
Where's
Monica Ramkisoon? Monica Ramkisoon hit it first, second, and third.
She hit a triple?
Yeah, she say she say splendiferous. What she say?
Yes. It's marvelous and splendiferous.
Marvelous and splendiferous. Hi
Guys,
guys.
I love
Hi
it.
guys.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Yeah.
That's what the village is about. You understand? Marvelous, boy, splendiferous. Hi guys. Monica won.
Hi guys.
So Batos alone can say he come first, second, and third. Caribbean Soul can say he come first, second, and third. He alone. Did we have any other person who's been first, second, and third previously?
Yeah, Caribbean Soul beat up that already so much times.
Yeah.
Valsang, no Valsang, I'm never get that.
So let me ask a question. Miss Santa Cruz was third.
Second was fourth.
Fifth and sixth. Is that considered to be a triple too?
But after Monica was Anthony Ford.
What time he was?
I have to check it. But I saw him right
He was fourth and fifth.
Huh?
Yeah, he was fourth and fifth.
What time though?
And Amunsan, he was 6 and 7, 8. 6, 7, and 8.
I seen. Oh, my bad. You're right. Sorry, I take that back. Anthony, my bad, brother. I'm gonna fix my glasses. All I know is I gotta fix my glasses.
Well, but Santa Cruz get a hat trick and 6-7 and 8.
COP,
She get a hat trick after a hat trick.
why you attacking me, Santa Cruz? Why?
She get a hat trick after a hat trick.
Why you gotta say it like that? Why you attacking her like that?
But that's how it is. That is how it is. How else you could say
No,
it?
that's right. That's facts doing.
How else you could put across that?
You sound like I was attacking she though.
That the first time at WZYE you have a hat trick after a hat trick. And the second hat trick. Uncle Tommy, I ain't lie at all.
Yeah,
And good evening to all the WZYE listeners and followers and chatters and good evening, good evening.
So, Mr. Santa Cruz, I apologize for my indiscretion.
So is that a hat trick or a cap trick?
Who's that?
A hat trick after a hat trick.
You sure it's not a cap trick?
Second place hat trick.
No, that's not second place. That's third place.
No, it's second hat trick now.
Yeah, well, it's not a hat anymore, it's a cap.
Well, all right, if you say so.
Tommy, you joining him with COP to go against Miss Santa Cruz? Is that what it is?
No, I'm not going against Miss Santa Cruz.
So why you extending the talker?
Yeah, but why you why you extend anything?
I just added a little color to it.
What's the man voice your opinion?
Yeah. No, I never say he can voice his opinion, but I just
Miss Santa Cruz is all right with me.
Yeah, I know. I like to ask questions.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Oh God! All I know, I like to ask questions. Santa Cruz, the evening worship, Uncle Tommy and COP. Good afternoon to my friends on the chat. You know, Volsang ever get first, second, and third?
Yeah, I feel Volsang got a third. Yes, man.
No. He get participation medals.
Now you get first, second, and third already, man. Susan Lalchan got first, second, and third already, 4-2.
You Susan get? I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
first, second, and third. You know what time she hit a hat trick? Are you always trying to deny the Tobago people so?
No. Look. So listen now. When you say that, look, Bennett Thomas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bennett Thomas says, good evening, Professor Walshik, Uncle Tommy. Right next again is Bennett Thomas. Good evening, Monica Rampisoon. Right next again is Bennett Thomas. Good evening, Anthony Ford. Right next again is Bennett Thomas. Good evening, Anna Munsami. Right next again is Bennett Thomas. Good evening, Volsang. So is that a 5 play here?
Yeah, that is 5 people.
All right. Okay.
Triple, fouple, triple.
Yeah, that's a 5 play.
Yeah.
Just Jordan, where you been at? We haven't seen Just Jordan a little bit, you know. Good evening, Professor Walshik, Uncle Tommy. I do not know what these PNM people have with Barry Padrad. Anything this minister does, they're on his case. Yeah, Barry
They had to understand the camera, you know. The camera is easy thing, you know.
I went in the Hyatt Fed, and that's what they say. I fella make a skit on it already, you know.
So that is easy, you know.
Yeah. All I've seen the fella call. What is he called again, boy? Is it VR something? Yeah, he does make one set of skit. Tommy, look your partner, Gordon Dryden Joseph. Great good afternoon, all. How are you? Do you want to stay so? Just cool say good night, Wall Street, Tommy, COP, Monica, Ford, Sang, BT. Michael Scotland, boy. Michael Scotland from Chumakak, boy. You from Chumakak? Good evening.
Yeah, good night to you, Michael Scotland.
With the cup, with the COP, Tommy, Professor Wall Street. Yeah, well, another Chumakanian, yes. Good evening, Anna Munsami, boy. Like everybody just tell Miss Santa Cruz good evening. Why do you
Yeah.
Why is that, Tommy? And COP.
That unity.
Okay, all right.
That unity strength. Okay.
Maybe she's special.
Is she special?
That the queen of the WZYE.
Okay, all right. Gordon, we know we don't want to be like you, a mock and pretend and a convenient patriot.
Good evening to you, Gordon. And your family too.
Jay Balto said WZYE TV 95.9 Walls, Tommy COP on the live. Live stream present. Good day, bless. J Balto to you, man.
And
Oh,
good
God.
night to you, Baltu.
I doesn't even know what I should read. It is so good when you can listen to truth on this platform. Can we get more from TD and a few of these village members, please? Who is TD?
He alone know what you talking about.
Tommy, you know who is TD?
I have to think. Let me see. It's TD way.
All right. Caribbean Soul, who is TD? I'm going to put it back up on your screen. It is so good when you can listen to the truth on this platform. At least one thing he's admitting that we bring truth on this platform. We can't say the same for him, but we bring truth. Can we get more from TD and a few of these village members, please? It's all right.
God and tell me who is TD now, man.
Caribbean Soul normally let's translate. Today, if anyone came into the dance but don't know how to move, I will not be looking at your steps. Okay. Caribbean Soul, good night, WZYE TV and listeners.
Good night to you, Caribbean Soul and Hanif.
Yeah, Caribbean sister, go and I tell you, don't give Barry punching to drink. Once at a dotish, going any high to embarrass himself. Why Caribbeans? You know, I just worry about Caribbean Soul sometime, you know. I have to be honest. Why you laughing? No, I just worry about him sometime.
I would just say to the ministers and them it's carnival time, all you understand that there are cameras all over. When all they tell you, let's have cameras watching or somebody watching all you're doing.
But why you want to imply that the man drinking punching?
Well, that is his view.
No, but no, we never try to stifle your view. But I tell you, don't give Barry punching to drink. So somebody tell Caribbean Soul drinking punching.
You know somebody, you know if it might be happy tears showing that too. Camera all over, you know. You know if it might be happy tears showing that too.
Propagandist.
Remember that is a researcher, you know. He have all kind of pity, you get all kind of pity, you know. You don't know if you have a pity.
And the propagandists at work, they're making headway.
Caribbean Soul, could you send me the picture you have? COP defending and say you could have a picture. Could you send it?
That's the researcher, you know.
That's the research analyst. Send me the picture now.
Yeah.
Caribbean Soul, we want to know how you come up with that. How did you come up with that? No, could we say
Caribbean
that?
Caribbean Soul, you could just say that those castle out my sauce.
Listen, could we say that as an accusation by Caribbean Soul?
He expressing himself.
And he went further. Once at a dotish, he gone in the high to embarrass himself. Eh?
Many people think so, and many people don't think so.
All right. Anyway, I say no to that back and I will.
I myself, we papa.
That we papa. Caribbean Soul, you're on your own with that.
You're on your own with that, Caribbean Soul. Why is it have some conversation people will run into?
Yeah.
I backing out.
I stay out at that. We ain't want no part of that.
If Uncle Tommy want to talk about that, Uncle Tommy, you talk that with your friends and them. Talk that with your friends home.
Yeah. Your friend and your family and them. Not me. Let me leave that Caribbean Soul on your own, brother. I just reading the comments all you. So don't get upset with me, no Caribbean Soul.
He get real licks on social media. Real licks on social media.
Okay.
Real licks on social media.
Man can go to a little party and have fun. Eh?
Yeah, you can have fun. It's carnival time.
Okay. All right. Just Cool say good night. Wall Street, Tommy, Monica Ford. Oh, I already read that already.
What we had to do is every night play the propagandist.
So Tommy, wait. Nah. Let me play Tommy, and then I'll come back and I feel Tommy inferring something.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
So, Tommy, I want to ask a question. Are you inferring that Caribbean souls are propagandists that have been employed here at WZYE 95.9 FM? I asking the question, eh? I asking the question. Let me clarify that. I'm asking.
I'll plead the fifth on that.
You know, Tommy, what I like? You know, you have a vote, and there's 10 of you all, and the majority vote, 9 of them vote for whatever it is, and the 10th one say I abstain. So everybody, 10 and 10 people vote for it, or vote against it.
Because as far as I'm concerned, the propagandists will be there to distract us forever. Because they're deployed in every nook and every cranny.
I stay out of that.
If you listen to the government station, Talk City, hey boy, they hit Barry Padarat harder.
What do you mean?
I say we papa callers. That many of the hosts and them I agree with that too. Callers on them.
The hosts and them on the WhatsApp.
Yeah, they are agreeing with that too. I will just tell the ministers it have cameras all over. Watch what all they're doing, watch what all they're saying.
So you know what?
It have people looking to will find any video, they'll cut up a video and they will make a video. Watch what all they're doing.
Let me ask a question. TTT Blast Barry. Look, Caribbean so say TTT Blast Barry. Who is Blast Barry? Who is me? Okay. All right. Jenny C. Paul says, so what if Barry had a few? Did he curse anyone? Did he wind up on anyone? Did he use any derogatory language? Did anyone die? No, he didn't.
I find they should not boo him too, man.
Mr. Intellectual, say when you cuss in Parliament, that's not vulgar. Gangachana says, must stay out. It is not a PNM minister.
You like that, God? You like that? You like that?
You shouldn't dog. You kick a dog.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. You kick a dog. Caribbean so time and place for politics.
So even though Barry drink alcohol, what wrong in that? What wrong in that if Barry drink alcohol?
Violate somebody?
Yeah. If Barry on the platform and in a party and he has access to the microphone because they will be posting some things over there. What's wrong in going on the microphone and calling out Jolene, even though you had 2 rum in your head? What's wrong with that? He's not an 80-something-year-old man. He's not a 70-something-year-old man. He's a young boy enjoying himself carnival time.
Marlon Strong, welcome. Good night, Mr. Walshick, Mr. Tommy, and Mr. COP. I want to ask a question. All of us are Pontius Pilate. None of us don't know little something happening in real life.
True.
None of us never a little something happening in real life. All right. And I always just say this, the 90-10 rule. You could do 90% things correct. Right? It's like putting the 9 times table on the wall. You put 9 times 1 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18. All the way up to 9 times 9 is 81, right? And then you put 9 times 10 is 91. You know what normally happens?
All the attention go under 10%.
Yeah, but how 9 times 10 could be 91? Where you get that from?
That's just a distraction.
See, you fall in the trap, COP.
No, well, I see it. That is what I wanted to cover. That's it. That's just a distraction.
But you understand what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody, most people
All
look
the
at the
focus will
9
be on
times
that.
10 is 91. So I have one wrong, and on a scale of 100, I get 10% wrong.
Yeah,
Right?
throw
But I have
everything out.
90% right. But all you looking at is the one I get wrong.
And you want to throw everything out as wrong.
Right. Caribbean Soul, that right? I just asking, you know. I ain't sure. So
Now is the festival. Now is the festival for that kind of behavior. Liming, dancing, drinking, fetting, mobalang behavior. That is now is the time for that.
Yeah.
What make it wrong if the minister, as a young minister, even drink a beer or drink a alcohol or even drink a punch on a stage and you recognize he tongue heavy? What wrong in that?
So Gordon Dryden Joseph says, only time you worry about Caribbean Soul is when he speak against your side.
God, you like to create confusion, eh? Why don't keep away a UNC Bacadala? Why don't keep away from that?
Stay away now, brother.
The only thing I'm saying is this, is that the controversy and the propaganda is working to get our attention. And it's gotten the attention of all the media. Even though it's nothingness. It's much as say and do about nothing.
And Tommy, that is exactly the point. The point is that, and you know the sad thing too, is UNC people running with it.
Yeah, because the PNM knows how to manipulate the information systems.
It's a piece of humor. It's a piece of humor. The general population look at that as humor. It has some of them use it for their own agenda, and you just have to leave that alone. You will judge yourself. You will judge yourself.
You have the political operatives working as
judge yourself. But I'll still tell them, well, watch the camera. Watch the camera and them. Everybody have a camera facing at all you. Every one of them ministers, senators, and government officials. It have camera and all you. Watch what all you doing. Don't make me have to come over here and spend 3 hours, a whole hour defending all you. I intend to do that.
Volsang says Soul is like a come 11 out of 10.
Come 11 out of 10.
Oh, hey, wait now, why? Santa Cruz say you can't count it as 1, 2, 3. It's for one person doing greetings. All right, Miss Santa Cruz. I ain't defending you no more, Isaac. You know what I mean? I try to get a little repo.
Miss Santa Cruz is on the same page with me.
All right, you.
I just don't say nothing, but I know all you know my opinion on that.
All right, so you riding on the Santa Cruz?
Absolutely. Even if you were the first one and you had 5 chats before the second person, it's still one person.
All right, I still know that. Yeah? Me, in that back now. So people have opinion on that?
Me, I leave in that card alone. That one card I leave in.
And I don't blame you at all.
I agree.
And Tommy, you is the man who bring a word back in that card was in this place, eh?
Uncle Tommy, I know where that bad bunks are coming.
Yeah.
How to just raise my bat and let that ball go. Let the keeper see about that ball.
Correct.
Yeah. People say, you see me? Being back in that card, eh? And Tommy, that's your responsibility.
No doubt. I taking full blame.
I agree.
I should start handing out checks. Let me play this voice note before we go. Oh no, I'll go play it right after.
Yeah, that's how I go and feed one more dog, so they'll give me a minute, right?
Yeah,
And
man.
I'll
You
just say it
better
on air.
man.
I'll just say it on air so the whole public will know like Apache COP lovey dog on them.
Yeah. What you feed them dog on them? Chow?
Oh, the best. The best.
Yeah?
Alpo. The best.
You actually feeding your dog Alpo?
Yes, sir. Best.
No.
The best.
I used to cook food for my dogs up in Laventille. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, that's since in the 60s, 70s, Wall Street.
I used to cook food for my. You going in the grocery and buying that food for your dog?
Yeah.
You're getting good quality.
What wrong with Professor Wall Street?
That's madness. That's madness. I thought you staying home there and cooking food for your dog. You tell me you're gonna buy Alpo?
What wrong with you? What wrong with you? People just cook for dog now?
I wonder what kind of food you let us buy for she cat.
You know, the cats.
No, I just asked.
But it's cats.
Yeah.
It's cats. Pet cats.
Yeah. Now, let me take this call really quick. Let's go for the break. Go take this call.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Mr. COP.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is WZYE.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Mr.
To our cherished listeners, partners, and the entire WZYE family, we extend our deepest gratitude for your unwavering support throughout our journey. Special recognition goes to key pillars of our community, Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and Mr. COPs whose vision and dedication helped transform a humble beginning of just 5 listeners into the influential voice we are today. At WZYE 95.9 FM, we don't merely broadcast, we pioneer. We are committed to delivering the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Our promise remains clear. We originate. We do not imitate. More than a radio station, we are a movement. We are a community united by shared values. And above all, we are a family bound by integrity, purpose, and a relentless drive to uplift. Reaching 20,000 subscribers is a testament to your trust. We pledge to honor it by continuing to challenge the status quo, amplify authentic voices, and serve the people with courage and conviction. As we move forward, we ask you to hold fast to what matters. Stand for something. Keep the fire of passion alive in your hearts. May God continue to bless you and your families. Together, we rise. The WZYE 95.9 FM family, where truth ignites community.
Little end is history. Me and them dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, me and them dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. Me and them dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, two, health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Oh, every pipe must have water. 5, roads smooth as 6, provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, we and them dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, we and them dead. Tell them others say, we and them dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. We and them dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamla say, we and them dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the carrot come leaders hear what's up, seems like not one of them was in shock, put them in one big box. We and them dead. Tell them Munilal say, we and them dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make investors not coming for the work, no more ice cream and cake. We and them dead, dead, dead. The red party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still lawless. 1, UNC on a mission 2, to correct the school system. 3, end poverty and clean up TNT. 4, speed up the housing process. 5, lower taxes. 6, revamp we energy, bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamla say, P and M dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is history. P and M dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, P and M dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. P and M dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, P and M dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, P and M dead. Tell them others say, P and M dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket goes on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. P and M dead, dead, dead.
Fire! 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 Fire!
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, COP and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you could reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And don't forget to share the live. We thank you.
And remember to smash that subscribe button.
Yeah, boy. Caribbean Soul going deeper in the hole, boy. He's going down, boy. He's going down. Semantics, not wrong. Nothing wrong about drinking, but don't push yourself up in a fit and talk politics. To make it worse, you're not even a culture minister. You need to understand his portfolio. Well, look at just show that jump in the thing too, you know. We see Caribbean Soul start the whole thing, boy. Wall Street not only carnival, the camera does be out. Oh God, look, Lord have his mercy, boy. They're going after.
Gotta watch what they're doing. Caribbean song like he could be a talk show host there, boy.
Semantic 62 say I saw a video where Fuad Khan was saying that people in public office should not be drinking alcohol in public. Drink in the privacy of your home and only talk to dogs.
Yeah, but that wasn't in public. That was in
It's-
public. That was in our private.
Do like
Pet.
COP, go and feed your dogs Alpo, boy.
Yeah, the best show it have, man. Let's try for that, you know. $500 a bag of that, you know.
Yeah, I say big food, expensive food, boy. Alpo. You know, COP. Some poor people can't even eat Alpo. You know that?
They can eat it if they want to.
No, they can't afford no Alpo. They'll get Alpo.
All right.
You feeding your dog better than many poor, disadvantaged people in Trinidad and Tobago.
You know why I have them dogs on them? Bullshit.
Nah.
If I had to put a security in front of my place, they might have put some PNM person from that security firm to watch my place. I say, see that? The money I'm paying for one person, the security. Let me get some dogs. Let me get some dogs. The dogs will love me, and they'll be better than all them security and them.
Okay. Volsang going down, go down with the whole sea, go down. Even Volsang going down too, you know. You see, Caribbean stores
Volsang will leave that alone, now, man. Leave that alone, now, man.
as high office holders, if you have to wet the throat, do so in private.
We
Volsang,
always Barry pasta
suppose he
out.
was in the back. Suppose he was in private and he wet the throat, then he come out, and nobody see him wet the throat. Eh? Oh God, boy. Look, Wall Street. Okay, all right, Joshua. I did cataract surgery, so I was not in the chat for a little while. Okay, good luck. I hope it was very successful. Yeah. You know, semantics. You make a good point here. You good, excellent point. Splendiferous point. Yeah. I feel she dropping this for Caribbean Soul, you know. Let me read it for you. You feel so? How come they didn't go in the PNM function and capture all their behaviors? When Rowley was drunk and fell down in the panyard, nobody said boo.
And when Stuart Young was in some press conference, we don't know if he did drink and he fall on the face.
You see? You see COP, you see what I tell you? Yes, or should I cook food for my dogs also? And just mix in a bit of chow. They get liver, minced turkey, no bones, chicken foot and neck, eggs, mackerel. They eat good by me. COP feeding the dog Alpo.
All them things you just put in the dog food but Santa Cruz just showing off. You're showing off.
And listen,
well, boys are more veggie food.
And imagine that COP. When I used to feed them dogs, we was worse off than you right now.
Well, anyway, let me say, I have gourmet dog.
What's that?
I have gourmet dog.
High pedigree.
I like that one.
Well, leave me alone. You're trying to kill me here. Yeah, gourmet dog.
Out of the back, COP. You feed the dog Alpo. Yeah, but ain't easy. Look, Caribbean still try to defend himself now. Semantics, well, I'm not talking about the diet PNM or UNC supporters because they can't win an election without swing vote. Well, you try to get out of that.
UNC supporters, what take out them videos on them? Is UNC supporters that maybe get a free complimentary ticket to go inside there? That take out them shots on them.
All I had to tell Caribbean Soul, stop digging, eh? He digging.
Yeah.
Stop
digging. It's like time to leave that thing.
Eh? When you find yourself
Caribbean Soul after 8, time to leave that and go on to something else.
Yeah, Tommy? No, but
digging.
All right, listen to this. But in the Express today, the headline is, I wasn't drunk.
The man wasn't drunk?
He says, Public Utilities Minister Barry Padarat said he was not drunk when he went on stage and addressed the audience at the Hyatt Fete yesterday. All right, let me take this call from Norfolk, Virginia. How are you, my friend?
Good, fine, sir. Looks like a good day and Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
Felicitations. I think your one of your numbers is saying it's disconnected, and the other one just says your number can go through at this time. So just want to give you the heads up. Both numbers that coming across.
Yeah, but I think since what happened, I think what it is, right? You see, this is the new numbers right here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you. I think you may have some of the old numbers. You see right here on the screen right there, 609-6519-973. Or the number you just called it. Yeah, we have two numbers now. This 973-609 number or the 973-868 number. The two other numbers does. That's when we only used to have 5 people online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because
so we have to get rid of them
below on the screen.
Yeah. We can't take them five people number. Right when Aisha Wells and them used to be around here. And yeah, but we get rid of them now. Are we going for?
Oh, you did. Yeah, well.
And this numbers and them must be up here a little while.
Yeah.
Well, especially when we camera like this.
All right.
Oh, okay. So run the numbers for me again. What is it?
973
609
6509
650.
And this number you just call it. And this number.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think that 650 is the very same one that is coming up. Get recorded.
All right.
So maybe you can look
check
into
that number there.
Maybe a technical issue.
All right.
All right.
Thanks a lot, man.
Oh, sure. Okay. Thanks, man. Cheers. Bye.
Yeah, that's what we like here, We like when things ain't going right. Or you call and fix it, When you see, sometimes I forget to press the button and there's no audio. Before I finish saying the words that they didn't hear, right? You haven't saying the words. I know what you
Yeah, ping.
Yeah, ping. I see on my phone. No audio, boy. Yeah, so let me finish. Caribbean, so I hope you're listening. All right, I'm gonna take this one. Financial Guru, welcome.
Yes, good night, Professor Wall Street. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Good night, Mr. COP. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Professor Wall Street.
Good night to you, Guru.
On two things. You hear me well? Are you hearing me well, Professor
Loud
Wall
and
Street?
clear.
All right, so here what's going on. The fella who you just mentioned before, I say with Mr. Barry.
Yeah.
Listen, here's what's going on. The PNM and the PNM propaganda machine and the rumor millers, whatever you want to call them, they have nothing on the UNC. So anytime you have this will be a 9-day wonder. Whether Mr. Barry had a little drinks on his head, there could have been a little niceness. The man wasn't drunk. But the issue here is, was he on government time? Professor Wall Street, was he on government time?
No.
Was he doing this while he was working in a official capacity? The answer is no. Right? Keith Rowley, our former prime minister, was on a plane either coming or going from Caracas, Venezuela. And the man was jumping like a jumping jack on the airline. Keith Rowley was Dr. Rowley. Let me be very careful with what I say. Dr. Rowley was in a panier and he fall down. They had to hold him up during carnival time, right? Ellis Clark used to be official functions. He loved his sours, he loved he drinks, and was falling down. So when people talking about this, because they have nothing else to talk about, he didn't touch nobody, he didn't curse, he didn't carry on, right? And people will just go with that because they have nothing else to say. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I want to point out two things, Professor Wall Street. Colin Imbud, the person who personally set fire to the Trinidad and Tobago economy, come yesterday and criticizing the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Planning, talking about the IMF, how the IMF there's no good report, and that is the Ministry of Finance comment, but used to do the same thing. Colin Imbud talking about the fact that our Trinidad and Tobago's forex reserves went up in December because that man was responsible from 2015 when it had 12 to 12.5 billion USD, Professor Wall Street, almost 13 months of import cover. That's what Mrs. Prasad Bissessa left and her administration. And by the time April, it was about 4.6 billion. Now it's gone back up to almost 5.5 billion. He's complaining and saying how that is untrue because what? They went and they refinanced the $1 billion bond that he had to take out because the PNM administration and Malcolm Jones with Petrotrin, they didn't know what to do and they had to go and refinance that bond. Okay, so now the UNC, there's something called cash flow. This guy doesn't know anything about finance and he's talking to the top of his head. They took or ended the bond financing for the one he took in 2018 early. So he's talking about the UNC have to pay $400 million and how Mr. Tanku don't know what he's doing. The fact is, it's something called cash flow, Mr. Imbert, because you and Dr. Rowley and the rest of the team mash up Trinidad and Tobago. That is why the UNC has to go and refinance the loan for another 10 years. So when these people talking, he's talking also and criticizing the Minister of Planning. I listen, these are the things that we need to be focusing on. The Minister of Planning, he said how the information is wrong and how almost 20 or 30,000 people get unemployed. There's something called CSO information, central statistics, and it's lagging. There's something called a lag when you get the information. So what Imbert is impugning is that the information was incorrect. But the PNM never used to give proper information. The central bank information with Alvin Hilaire was dated. So when people talking about Mr. Pada calling out Julian John and he was singing and they're booing him, that is a distraction. So Professor Wall Street, I tell Colm Imbert, Keith Rowley, Stuart Young, you guys destroy our nation. And you'll, and I leave with this, an arsonist could never be a fireman. An arsonist could never be a fireman. And we have to just put this away like with Marvin Gonzalez talking in nonsense. You understand me? And focus on the things that are going on. Professor Wall Street, have a good night. Uncle Tommy, have a good night. Mr. Supi, have a good night. This was a 90 wonder with Mr. Paradat. It's nonsense. Have a good night, everybody. Good night.
Thank you, Financial Guru. I really appreciate that call.
Yes, Financial Guru.
Yeah,
your
financial
contribution was well appreciated.
Because the whole Barry Paradat fiasco is nothing but a distraction.
You'll get your wrong about
No audio. No
mute
audio.
my mic, unmute my mic, and unmute your mic. So what I just hear, or you could correct me if I'm wrong, what I just hear the financial guru say is that Caribbean soul fall for the okie doke.
Absolutely.
Hey, Tommy. COP, did Caribbean
he fall for nothing, man. He fall for nothing, man. He speak his mind.
Yeah, but
do what the UNC he do.
Distractions.
Caribbean soul do what the UNC people them do by taking out a pitié, a padarata. He just do that. He do nothing.
He's distracted.
Caribbean soul. He fall for the okie doke.
Because, like I said, that's one card that we're not supposed to even back at.
Yeah, I'll leave that. I know Barry lawyer. I just telling Barry, watch them camera, them brother. He's a young fella. He's a young fella. He was in a private space.
He wasn't breaking any law.
You're entitled to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, he wasn't breaking any law.
Yeah, I have to be honest, I kind of surprised that Caribbean soul fall for that okie doke so easy. No, you laughing. No, inquiring minds want to know Caribbean soul. Southwestern, hold on. Inquiring minds want to know Caribbean soul. How you could fall for that okie doke so easily? So easily.
I wonder if this one on the line over there. I wonder if you ever see MP drinking a lime.
I leaving that one alone. Me ain't going down that road.
The first thing I called for was to play Marvin from propagandist statement. Why? Because that's the only way I categorize the whole scenario.
Yeah, they want to go in office.
Yeah, that's why we played. That's why we played Southwestern Welcome.
A pleasure getting to you, Professor Uncle Tommy, and the president of the Vulnerable Association.
Yeah.
A pleasure unto all the listeners on the live and the World Wide Web. So, Uncle
Southwestern,
Uncle Tommy.
Southwestern, 1 minute. You see when they're trying to start bacchanal on confusion in the chat. Batos, I feel you are 2 BAC degrees, you know. Bacchanal on confusion and blame on complaint.
What you saying over there is one shit coming at solo?
Yeah.
But you don't want to call your name?
Yeah. Are you calling my name, brother? Oh, you know what? I take that back. Maybe you're talking about COP.
Well, all right. I have no problem with that.
All right, I'm taking that back.
I have no problem with that.
COP, why are you going after Caribbean Soul?
Caribbean Soul, if it's one thing, Caribbean Soul, let's say COP have my back as being the #1 researcher. COP have my back. Sure, you gonna say that?
Let's hear some Southwestern.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
So, you know what I want to ask Uncle Tommy?
Yeah, man.
Did anyone talk about the 41% downward trend towards the most corrupt country in the world? That we move, the index move for 2025. They know they're talking that, but they're talking about Barry. Barry can do what he wants to know. He's your own individual. Because when they come in to talk about that, yes, we're right. We have to, when in public life, you're open for scrutiny and everybody has a view, right? If you eat a doubles and you eat the paper first and then the doubles, people can talk about it, right? But the most important, your privacy and your invasion of your privacy, when they cross the line, that is different. So, but this one, I want the people to focus and chat about this one. Under the PNM-led government for the last 10 years, right? You see now the statistic come out that we moved 41% to the under 82 ranking in the world as the most corrupt. And people are talking about that. You talking about a man, talk about Rowley, the man who, and in there, who bring it to that. And you know what the findings say? Is misbehavior in public office, contracts without proper scrutiny. And financial guru, you fall short of saying that when the Honorable Senator, Mr. Suraj Singh, had the interview, he had said that the CSO was stifled under India and Rowley, and they squeezed the information coming out from the CSO to give the true rating of this country for the last 10 years. And they went to Lahore in the central bank to release false and fabricated outlook at the economy and growth in the economy. And it come home to roost today in Trinidad and Tobago. That is why India and them talking about where they're going to get the money from. And then you're hearing that the watchdog, the BIR, the Board of Inland Revenue, which is called the IRS in America, we have the BRR in Trinidad and Tobago, the tax collecting agency. You tell me, it's people you was fired to go to the TTRA, and those who stand up with the PSA and hold on to the work and then move, that is the people remain there. Now we strengthen it and passing laws and to govern this country. And the economic outlook at this economy is because of the thief and the PNM Ecostate play now. So financial guru, they hear them talk about 2%, 1%, and 3% growth in the economy. Where the outlook? Short Young talking about the energy sector are robust. They both about negotiated the gas price. Where the gas was negotiated for. Now you're seeing that the downstreamers and they have gas to give them. And the politics playing it. The Dragon gas and the Coca-Manatee. Then this project supposed to be on stream. But the stifling to put everything in the Dragon. And Shell had it 30 years lease. What is reproduction sharing on what is our earnings from it. And they say that the economy have a good outlook. Unemployment is down and inflation is down. And now we are seeing that how much unemployment and makeshift work they had under why CPEP and Europe was the employment agency and contracts. And they pull everything to make it look at the short term. So you see, they can talk about that. Akash Samaru talk about the Prime Minister dress and everything, right? To mislead what she are doing for this economy and this country. We passed laws, and I want to tell my president and the Vulnerable Association that here what's going on. The traffic laws was amended. You have 3 to 7 days to fix your problem. Then you're here now to come and say on the report by the minister that traffic fines for January is down, right? And people are more considerate on the nation road, right? Then we passed legislation. Now we split the jurisdiction that if your father and mother dead or your uncle dead and you leave a piece of land and it's not a probate, you have a probated section of the jurisdiction. See about that now. If you have a claim that the people your parents smash up, you can go and claim. You have a land problem and you're fighting your brother for the land, you have the civil matter. So everything's separated and justice to deliver. Then we come and if micromanagement, we pass the FIU, right? For the finance intelligence to get rated so we can get borrow. And the minister was in America on a road show to raise funds, right? So when I talk about my economy and my government, talk about the good thing. And Marvin Gonzalez, I want to tell you, he is a blatant liar. Eric Williams never tell his citizens and his others, right? So have a nice night.
For the standby.
Hey, look, Patty. PNM Patty, welcome.
Patricia Reed, good night to you, Patricia Reed and your family.
Caller.
Yes, sir.
Excuse
me. Evening again, gentlemen. Just the last caller, with all due respect, sir. Don't give yourself a brain aneurysm live on here. Okay? I mean, yeah, I know you might be passionate, but my gosh, man. Anyway, I just saying that again, enough respect. But anyway,
I just do it, just talk calling.
Hey, gentlemen, just I want to just throw my 2 cents
It'll
in.
be under the bed.
Yeah. You have to talk hard because you're under the bed.
Talk loud.
Oh, I seem to have a bad connection or something?
You said talk loud.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what I want to say is that I think one of you, I think it was COP, said something about, or a caller, sorry, said that if the minister was off duty. But you know what, folks, those of you who may have worn the uniform in whatever capacity, are you always off duty? So are you saying as a law enforcement officer, if you see something going down and you happen to have your firearm on you and you can take control of the situation, you would say, I'm not on duty? And this is not chalk and cheese, or this is not apples to oranges situation. Because even with public office, Thomas Jefferson, I have a famous quote that all politicians should really take, is that public offices were not made for private convenience. I agree with you, Professor Wall Street. If I paid how many hundreds of US dollars come home to, enjoy the festivities and going to fest and so on, the last thing I want to hear, whether it is the orange or the red, that in the place. So as I quote his prime minister, as told one other individual in a team, stay in your lane, but also, and I'm paraphrasing the last part, learn how to, to behave or condone yourself. You're always on duty, and that is part of the responsibilities of when you take public office. Nobody's saying you can't have your private life or whatever, but nah, that was definitely uncalled for. And in the more developed world, someone would have just apologized that, and then this 9-day wonder world that we live in today, everybody forget about it and move on to the next bacchanal. So anyway, that's my 2 cents today, dear. Thanks again, gentlemen. Have a good day.
Thank
From
you.
where that caller from?
757, that's Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach? Okay. He's a new caller?
Seems to be. First time I'm seeing that number.
Good night to you, Virginia.
Virginia, send your name there for Tommy. Text your pseudonym. We could call him Virginia Beach. Let's text it first. You could put Virginia Beach in the phone. Yeah. Oh, let me finish read this, folks. Finish read this. I had to finish read this. But when I finish that, I want to read something else too for you. Yeah? Let me play this voice note first. Hold on. I'm trying to multitask here, fellas. Yeah. I don't know. COP. All in our son Caribbean still stop commenting. You know. I don't know why you're silent.
Do va poi mo.
All in our son, you man like about 25.
He accept defeat.
And none from Caribbean. So
he accept defeat. He just probably don't want to be rude and disrespectful.
Uncle Tommy, Wall Street, COP, and everybody out there. I have never met a bunch of mocking pretenders in my life as the PNM opposition. Stuart Young, the one-day Prime Minister, want to call this government incompetent, hubris, ignorant, all kind of adjectives. But this man he forget like he has selective memory syndrome. He too suffered from early onset of dementia. What he said in Parliament, disrespecting the opposition leader and cussing out his own colleagues. He forget when we saw him laughing with the other man when the divers and them were in the pipe at the press conference. Laughing and carrying on. He had no remorse. Clearly, the man had no remorse. And all the other ills. You want to come and describe this government? A government of only 280-something days? When in your 3,540 days, what you did to the people of this country? You locked out citizens who were not PNM and Obika to Haka. Is a prime example, a perfect example of what you did to people in this country and telling them to call Jelani or party group number 6. And you come in to talk about this government? I want to know who died when Barry was talking. Who died? But they just want to find fault with the man because they know he's very vociferous. So they pelted that mango tree now. But let them go ahead and pelt. And according to one from Next Generation PNM, the government will be voted out in a year. Really? Really? Faris had given them 6 months, now you give them a year? You better buckle your seatbelt. All you better buckle all your seatbelt and be prepared for the bumpy ride because they're not leaving, they're not going anywhere. Olin have no shame for what it has happened to Olin Tobago. Olin have no shame to come and describe this government with those adjectives. Something really, really wrong with all you. Or I think all you need Dr. Phil. All you need Dr. Phil. Because you all are danger. You all are danger to all yourself and to the people of this country. Barry didn't do anybody anything. When Pete Rowley fell down in the panyard, what was his behavior? Was he drunk? But no, you see the Express, who will end up just sound like the Newsday, right? Have to pick it up and run with it because they pushing the PNM agenda. Thanks a lot, Wall Street. Take care.
Thank you. All right, thank you. So, folks, I want to bring in our guest, the last version of Calypso. No other than the young man by the name of Mr. Kurt Allen. Yeah?
Pleasant good evening to each and every one.
Yeah, man. He joined us.
Good evening to you, Coach Allen.
Right. He just finished performing. And
I just somebody I composed for was in a Tunapuna Calypso Mona competition. So I just went to assist them and do some background vocals and stuff.
Background vocals? You don't do background vocals too, brother?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. For the Calypso Queen competition, I did background vocals for Alana Sinnett, for Judith Edwards, and also Miguela Simon.
Well, all right. I know what to say, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, man.
Thing. Hey, so how you going? How everything going?
Good. Everything nice. Can't complain. The breath of life. Once you have the breath of life, you have a chance, huh?
But sometimes when you say you can't complain, you have a complaint, but you don't want to complain.
But sometimes that has been the case, man. That has been the case at times. Can't know that.
Yeah, no, because good. The thing is this, right? How the Calypso you sing in 2026 can make the semi-final in Calypso Fiesta? I mean, how? Listen, I am not a person could judge a Calypso on what the lyrics and how you sing it and all this kind of thing, But I saw 40 Calypsonians. And if you're telling me in 2026, them better than that Calypso you sang there, Kurt? Some Stinger have a song, Chinese what Chinese tuition boy or Chinese tutoring, however it is. He says something wrong.
Something wrong. Well, I understand that sentiment. I really do.
You see, but then I had to ask myself that, you had to help us here. I understand you're very.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I did what I usually do. I did what I think I was supposed to do. I faced the judges for many years. I've done the same thing. I executed well. I didn't have any issues. I didn't have any complaints. They said the mic is a problem, and no complaints whatsoever. And at the end, the judges decided that's the 40 they're gonna pick, and I'm out. And as an artist, right, when you enter a competition, you agree to that. The first thing you agree to is the judge's decision is final. And there's no sense of entitlement on my part that says that I should be there, I'm supposed to be there, based on my credentials, based on my past works and my past efforts. Every year you face the judges, and it's brand new. So it's a new season, a new everything. And this is the choice that they made. They are the judges, and they felt that I wasn't good enough to make the 40. And in one part of me, yes, you question it. You say, well, how come? You have questions. But then the other part of me will say, maybe I didn't connect with somebody, or I didn't connect with the judges. Something wasn't connecting. So maybe I have some homework to do next time,
You feel that was telling you it's your turn now?
There's a part of me that feels so, based on all the things that happened from last year to now, and things that happened after Carnival, and people, how people are, you cannot rule out somebody planning for you, or somebody deciding to see you, we go deal with you next year. All these things are possible, but I cannot pinpoint and say this is what happened for a fact. But yes, I'm speculating those things as well.
If we open our eyes and we listen, we can see what look here. That's how them thinking now. Kurt Allen hit we party hard. And it's his turn now. We will do for him.
Yeah, that's very, very possible.
Because your music and the music that you write, not just for yourself, for many Calypsonians.
Yes.
They will classify your music as rhythm and rhyme and a storytelling. And rhythm and rhyme and a storytelling is the one supposed to go forward. And if you listen to your song, it has rhythm and rhyme and a storytelling. So what them looking for to go forward? Chosen people. I believe it's chosen people. I expect you to say it, but I could say them looking for chosen people to be over there. And that is which part That's what the way they bringing down Calypso. Because
Yes.
the experienced Calypsonian, the experienced writers that have more experience than the judges and them. Because to be a judge, I can go and be a judge. I can go through a 6 weeks training and be a judge. But I don't know rhythm and rhyme and a storytelling. I can take up a pen and write a Calypso, but I could judge one of the most experienced writer, artists and Calypsonian. How balanced that is? Where the equilibrium in that?
I understand. I understand everything you're saying, and I share some of the sentiments. It's just that as a composer too, I always approach things from a balanced perspective. I take all things into consideration. So even though I might feel a particular way, I still have to take things into consideration that maybe it could be this or it could be that, and you try your best to piece things together. But yes, that's what you're expressing. That's the way I felt. In terms of I don't know where I went wrong. If it's a question where when the judges sends back the results, they tell you went wrong here or you went wrong there, you made a mistake, something. Tell you something, give you some leg to stand on. But that is not the case. And what I can truthfully say, it has never been the case. So this is not a exception to the rule. This is how it has always been. It's puzzling, but I accept the results because, as I said, that's what I signed on to. As the artist, I don't ever place myself in the role of a judge, because at the end of the day, when you think that you're supposed to be in, it means you have to signal who shouldn't be there. And that's something that I don't ever do. I don't ever try to take somebody out to put myself in. If you follow my career from, let's say, from the first Calypso Mona competition finals that I made, I have never, ever once complained about the judges' decisions, no matter what it did to me. At times I felt totally cheated. It had times that they said that I lost by 1 point. Not just last year. Last year wasn't the first time, Last year was the first time. There was a time that I lost by 1 point, but they deducted 4 points because they said I went overtime. So it's about 2 or 3 crowns. I could safely say that I won on the judges' score sheets. But when they deducted points for staying overtime, going over the 8-minute rules, I lost 2 titles for that, and I never complain. I never even told this story, but it's there. I take my licks and I walk away. I have a very good career, in terms of the achievements that I have achieved in the industry. I am very thankful. So I don't ever feel a sense of entitlement, because when you look at my case, okay, I am one that you may look at because I am known. Think about how many people who are not known, who are not popular like me, have the same story to tell, but nobody to interview them, nobody to dig in to find out, what went wrong with you guys. But there are many, many others who should have qualified in this instance and many other years that their stories go untold. So I always see it as a privilege that at least I could tell my story, or at least there are people out there who are interested in hearing my story. But this whole thing has to fix. It's not just about Kurt Allen. It's not just about who didn't get, who was out. There is something systematically wrong in the way that these decisions are made. And that is what we need to get in touch with, because sometimes you blame the judges. Sometimes the judges give you the scores, and then when it leaves the judges' hands, that's when certain decisions are made. Because in this case, okay, I cannot say that the judges are corrupt and all these things that I'm hearing, because you have an adjudication committee that is headed by a former commissioner of police, Mr. Snaggs. Am I saying that Mr. Snaggs goes around to people and say, hey, change the marks or put this one first? I don't believe that. But I know of instances where the judges made a decision, it left the judges' hands, and then the results totally different from what the judges decide. So you see, that's why I'm very careful in blaming the judges. Or you don't know. Sometimes these messages come from people in high authority, say, hey, you see, he can't get a crown, you better know what to do. And things like that happen. I mean, I have heard stories of it, and I think I've came very, very close to uncovering something of that same nature last year. It's just that I am not one to burn down the house to catch a mosquito. So I am good.
No, well, you see these houses and them, you see these carrot houses and them, that mining all these mosquitoes and them, and biting. Biting the number one artist and them and infecting them.
Yes,
the artists and them had to burn down that carrot house.
Burn down house sometimes.
They had to burn because I watch, man. This thing wouldn't stop unless the experienced artists and them come out and speak. The
I
more we
understand.
keep a blind eye, it might affect you now. But what it will do to the future, Calypsonian and them, it will
That's the
keep
thing.
them in a
That's the thing.
hole.
You see what happens historically. If you know my story, I have been one who fights against the system, who opened my mouth and was fighting. Okay, I can be clear. I was at odds with Tuco for many years under Brother Resistance leadership, where I was, sidelined and passed through a lot of things. And I fought and fought and fought. And sometimes what happens is that you're fighting a battle, and when you look back for the support, nobody there, the same people who chaining you up. But I always say I'm not doing this just for them. I'm doing this, as you mentioned, for generations to come. And I am always one prepared for the battle, and no giving up. And it's not just about the competitions, as I said. It's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes that the public not aware of, that starting to come to the forefront. Because these young artists, they are not silent like us. They're not taking things and staying quiet. They're coming out and talking. But unfortunately, they only talk when it affects them. That's the problem. You won't hear anything about who didn't make the semis, but when semis come and some people didn't make the finals, that's when they start to quarrel and complain about the same system that was used for last year, during the preliminaries, during the semis. So there's a lot of hypocrisy and a lot of cowards, a lot of scaredy cats, Calypsonians who
Rats in human face.
Yeah, man. Some of them scared, man, and I understand why. Some of the younger ones, timid because they don't want to be blacklisted, and it's a whole dynamic, But at the end of the day, I remain unaffected by whatever they do because I know who I am. I know my talent. I know they can't take that away, and they can't beat me down to the ground for me to give up and put on my shoulders because that's not going to happen.
Good.
Go ahead, Tommy. Tommy, you have a question?
I want to make some statements. Good.
I've
been saying for a while now that the systems that are being used are antiquated and it has to be updated. As a matter of fact, it puts professionals in an amateur state.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. Black Stallion had said something to me when I asked him. I think I asked him that question in 2008. Why he stopped competing? Because I always want to know when you reach a certain level in the business, how you feel. And I asked him why did he stop competing? Because I still felt he had some competition in him. And he said, Kurt, I cannot put my hand in the same hat of myself, and he called out other names in terms of putting his hand to pick numbers. There is a time where, as an artist, you feel that you should be contributing and helping these youngsters rather than competing with them. But there is nothing in place for that either. There's nothing in place to create that type of atmosphere where you move from one stage to the next stage. It's always a competition, and then these young ones see you and they feel like a challenge, and they get chained up by some official who telling them, you got to go, them time pass, and that kind of nonsense. I understand all the dynamics. This is my 42nd year in Calypso. I started in 1982. And fortunately, I joined Kitchener's tent. Kitchener asked me to join his tent in 1993. And I sang under Kitchener for 5 years. I sang under Roy Cape for 10 years. So, and Roy Cape is the official band, the music band that was backing up these all Calypsonians. So that most and every Calypsonian on the planet would have come into the band room to rehearse. And I heard their stories. I understand this game more than some people think. That's why I'm unaffected by their decisions. In terms of affecting me, when I say unaffected, don't get me wrong, you feel a sense of disappointment, but it cannot get me to be bitter. Notice that this is the first interview I'm doing since being left out of the semis. While everybody else going on Facebook and they complain, some cry, some busting mark, and they're quarreling down the place. You will never find Kurt Allen, the last version of Calypso, engaging in that type of behavior, because I understand the game.
And you were here before, right? And we had a we had a splendiferous discussion, right?
I'm not hearing you too clearly.
Yeah, before, let me see something here. Hold on, I'll move this a little bit. All right. Yeah, I'll come a little closer to the mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt, did you write Orlando Octave song?
Of course, I wrote Orlando's Octave song. I also wrote Alana Sinnott. And if you notice, if you go on the credits, you will see the name Lyndon Roberts under who composed the song. And that's not me hiding. I have always composed. Ask anybody. All these singers I wrote for from last year, from the Mighty Trini, when Stacy Sobers won the Queen competition. It's the same Lyndon Roberts. Lyndon Roberts is my deceased little brother. And I use his name under compositions from time to time. And a lot of people, everybody knows that's Kurt Allen in terms of the people within the industry. There's no secret. I've been using that name for 10 years now.
And I heard something to say, yes, Kurt Allen, Kenny Phillips, and some other person trying to disguise and hide that they wrote certain songs.
No, the Bajan don't hide. The Bajan don't hide. Everybody knows that Kurt Allen is Lyndon Roberts. Kurt Allen is also Anthony Roberts. That's my brother's middle name. And I'm saying that you can go back and ask Stacy Sobers, you could ask the Mighty Trini, you could ask Twiggy, you could ask Ricky Jai. Look at the credits and you will see. It's only after Carnival because I don't like to be, back in 1988 when I wrote for Roger George, when he won the Junior Calypso Monarch with a song called Soca for the Monarchy. My name wasn't there. I was 18 years old and I told him, hey, don't put my name because I don't like to overshadow the singers during the Carnival season. But what we do is after the Carnival season, that's when everybody knows who composed XYZ. That has been standard. You can go and check, and that has been standard. Last year, Carice Pascal, who is now in the finals with one of my compositions, when they interviewed her, she told them she is the composer. Until after Carnival, they found out Kurt Allen is the composer. So this is nothing new. But when people grasping at straws, they say those things.
But Kurt, what is your opinion with respect to when certain parties in power, some Calypsonians just have temporary Novocaine, and as soon as the next party come in power, that Novocaine does way out.
That's a fact. That's why I wrote the song for Orlando. Exactly what it says. Every word, even the one who is complaining. You notice the Brahman complaining and he writes song and singing things about me. But the truth does offend. So I believe he got offended by the truth. What he is saying is not the truth, so I can't get offended. Mr. Shaq is one of the top Calypsonians as far as I'm concerned, in terms of his lyrics, the way he hits something. He's somebody that I always admire, always encourage, because we used to have a close relationship in the past where we call one another and talk and stuff. Now he seems to be offended by the truth. Now listen, perception is a hell of a thing, Everybody know the Brahman hitting and hitting and hitting. But I have the data from 2013 to now. If you notice that all he has to do is to come and say, okay, Kurt, you said that? Well, you're wrong, because look, in June of so and so and so, this is what I said. Notice that is not happening. Notice carefully, with all the talk, that is not happening. He cannot come and say, you are wrong based on the facts. He attacking, which is his style. I anticipated that. But I am not going to respond in that way because I know the lyrics and the data and the research is solid as a rock. From 2013 to now, the Brahman has never attacked Dr. Rowley. Never. He hit Kamla. He hit everybody on the planet. He hit all the leaders. Kamla. He hit Watson Chuk, Farley. He even hit 2 1%ers from the PNM. Because those 2 1%ers from the PNM, even within the PNM, they're not as popular. That is Imbert and Alwari. Those are the only two. List, if anybody could prove to me that the name Bruce Lee or Jet Li or any kind of Lee was ever sung by that Brahman, well, then I humbly bow and say, hey, I'm sorry. But the facts are there. So all the fans who supporting the Brahman and taking chin up into foolishness, yes, he's a Brahman, he does hit. But I could guarantee you he has never hit the leadership of the PNM. And what the interesting thing now is I want everybody to keep their eyes now. And I can guarantee you he will never do it still. Now that it's out in the open, let us see if the Brahman, if Mr. Bacon Shack, or if Mr. Shak could come now and sing something about the PNM and about the leadership. Not the 2 1%ers who everybody is. That was a popular opinion with Imbert and Alwari. Right? That's that popular opinion. But Devon Seal's case, because I mentioned him in the song too, that's an open thing. Devon Seals hasn't hidden that. Crocro says PNM till he dead, that's not hidden. But Mr. Brahman, Mr. Shak, Mr. Bacon Shak have a problem with being highlighted. And I don't gaslight things. I can defend, I have the data. From 2013, I challenge anybody to go on YouTube. All his songs are there. And if you see the name Bruce Lee or Jet Li, I will take that to mean Rowley.
So, you know, it was excellent, right? Let's go for a quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Sure.
A 5-second break. So, folks, we're going to take a quick break and we're back here with the last version of Calypso, Kurt Allen, right here on WZYE 95.9 FM in the village. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, COP, the last version of Calypso, Kurt Allen and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And if you want to reach us, you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Share the live.
So, right. So, Kurt, am I hearing you saying that the Boerman is a selective Boerman?
No, I am not saying that. What I am saying is that what is the lyrics that is in the song is accurate because that is the content. That's the bone of contention. I was attacked on a personal note, but instead of foolishness, you know, about what pretend badging and stuff. Oh, how could I listen, right? Listen, tell me how could I respond to that, right? Listen. In 1998, I wrote the song for the National Junior Calypso monarch Roger George. There was a competition called the Stars of Tomorrow, which is the Junior Young King in 1990, that I wrote the winning song again for Roger George. In 1992, I wrote my own song that became Stars of Tomorrow. 1993, Young King. 1999, International Calypso Monarch. International Soca Monarch, sorry. I wrote for Denise Plummer when she won her crown. I wrote for Stacey Sobers, for so many others. I also wrote for myself when I won my Calypso Monarch crown in 2010. Now, you tell me what competition Mr. Bois has won nationally. So then why should I respond to my betters or my equals? I can't respond to that in song. I'm not going to take up no pen to hit no Brahman. He's not in my class in terms of tell me what has he won? What competition or national competition has he won to qualify himself to call me pretend badger? My credential speaks for itself. My work speaks for itself. So it's not about selective. It's a case where I wrote lyrics pointing out and highlighting a fact. And instead of addressing the fact, Mr. Brahman attacked me personally. And that's a fact. Go back and listen to the song and I'm challenging again there. The challenge is let's go to YouTube from 2013 to now. Listen to every song. That is what I did. I have the lyrics for every song that the Brahman did. And there's no song inside of there that attacks the leadership of the PNM. None. But, oh gosh, Kamla, Fali, Watson Duke, and everybody else that aligns with the UNC get it left, right, and center. Wah, 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 wah. Except the leadership of the PNM. I am and in the same breath, you can check my work. Almost every Calypso, every politician in this country got touched from me. From my first Calypso Monarch competition in 1994, then sit down for the anthem, Only Sports, Pablo Escobar, Long Live Calypso, Political Symphony, Sweet Sizzling Summer, Country, Too Bright, just name it. Even in Too Bright, when they said I attacked Mr. Manning, and that song, Jack Warner, Ram Jack G, Kambla, even talk about next election, people say we vote in Kambla because we prefer a drunken prime minister. I handle everybody down the line, Manning, Pandey, Rowley, everybody get it. Because you know why? I take example from Watchman. The only true opposition in Kaiso was Watchman. Watchman was my neighbor. I spoke to Watchman up to this morning. Almost every day we speak on the phone. So I know I'm a balanced artist. I touch everybody. As I say, I touch up everybody. I am not a selective My pen is not selective. I don't have selective outrage. Even in the song that I sang this year, I say red or yellow crapper, same hand assault. It doesn't matter. So my track record speaks for myself. So nobody cannot come and discredit my work now and try and make it look like I singing something that is not factual or I am attacking somebody. I'm pointing out the facts. Just as you said, you know what I can understand? For 9 years, nobody came up to me and say, Kurt, sing about this now. Look what them fellas and them doing. Nothing. Because the people I am around are predominantly PNM people, my friends, some of my family. The environment that I live in is among PNM people. Nobody ever came to me, but this year, oh God, by the time all May, June, July, people coming and telling me what to sing and hit this one and hit that one. How could I, as a in good conscience, do something like that? I can't. I only can do what is necessary, what I feel from the general public, not some of the people. Calypso is not about serving some people. Calypso is about serving all the people. And I have to be balanced. If the time comes, or when the time comes, because we know things go in politics, I will say exactly, I will call a spade a spade. I will say exactly what's happening if something needs to be said. But don't tell me that I must come after 6 months to pound down a government that was democratically elected by the same people, because Calypso is the voice of the people. So if the people vote in a particular party, how could I now disregard the voice of the people? Which is the people who selected the government, not Kurt Allen. I have to be balanced. I cannot come in 1 year and decide after 6 months that I so upset. And no, I can't take that chain up. And believe you me, that is one of the most difficult things I ever had to do, in terms of I know fully well how these people are going to accept this song. They're going to say, Kurt, you sell out, or Kurt, you're singing for the UNC now, only because you're sharing facts. They are the same people. The song is about why the PNM lose, why the UNC win, and why the UNC could lose. That's the storyline that talks from April to now what happened. And the same things the PNMites are saying, even the PNM leadership pointed out some of the same things I am saying in the song, that people thought they were arrogant. People talked about how Rowley used to come across when he speaks to people. People talk about Faris and collecting the rent. All these are in the song. There's no secret. I'm not making up stories. In the song I talk about Roger Alexander and Padarat and Philip Alexander, Arnold Roberts. All those names are mentioned in the song as well. So then how could I be selective? I am hitting red or yellow crapper, same hand assault.
I can't see.
Just COP 1 minute. Yeah. COP, give me 1 minute. I just want to extend a little bit. Kurt, when you was here last time, right? I put something up on the screen. This person had said that the thing you sang last year wasn't facts. And you told the person, I remember that. You told the person, if she could prove anything in the song is inaccurate, you wouldn't sing.
I will withdraw. Yes.
She come back again. Same
oh
person.
God.
See?
Oh God. Well, okay. Let me tell her this again. Let me tell her this. If anything I sang was incorrect, then I wouldn't perform in the finals of the Calypso Mona competition on Sunday.
Again, our next one for she. And I breaking news, you perform. So PNM party, our next one for you again. Go and do a little bit of homework. And if anything in the song is not facts, the man say it, he will not perform on Sunday in the Calypso.
Well, that's a joke, because I'm not performing on Sunday in any case. So that's a joke, in it.
No. You should have just leave it so.
No, man, but on a serious note, I am not the type of person in my private life. So I am not an argumentative person or a person who quarrel and try to insult people and call people incompetent and all these things. How could I, now this goes for Dr. Rowley or our present Prime Minister. How can I come out and say these people are incompetent and this and that? These people are achieved, their fathers and mothers who grew up children successful. They themselves succeeded to become leaders of the country, the highest office. How can I say they're incompetent and this and that? You know, I don't engage in them kind of stuff, you know. I just only engage in what needs to be said because the people say sanction to say this. I don't make up stories. Okay, as I mentioned last time, people said Chambers done see. Do I believe that Chambers was really done see? No, but it was said. So if I come and say people say Chambers done see, is that me saying that Chambers done see or criticizing Chambers? No. But if that is being said by the people, it's my job as a Calypsonian to articulate it if it's relevant, timely, and in context with what I choose to sing.
Correct. COP, go ahead.
I can understand why experienced artists like you could say Shaq and them as hard hitters in Calypso. I don't see them as hard hitters. I see them as tribal thinkers. And every song these I don't want to say Calypsonian, I'll say Shaq. Every song that Shaq sing, I see tribal, I listen to tribal words in his music.
Yeah, I understand.
And when someone who say the singing Calypso in that manner is who singing Calypso with an agenda for a political party, that don't make you a Calypsonian.
I agree.
In my view, that don't make you a Calypsonian. That make you you use the Calypso vocabulary for your own political agenda and really mislead the population. That is how I see it. And it's only when them get licks in the Calypso they come out ignorant and arrogant. That is not Calypso in my book.
I understand and agree, but in some cases, you know, we look at the political songs they may have sung and make that judgment. Yes, that's a fair call. But their repertoire also consists of other materials that can be deemed, you know, real Kaiso and real speaking out. You know, when you look at Rogue, for example, in 2013, when he spoke out against the police brutality and stuff, and that Twilight Zone, the song about I love song to Calypso blues and these kind of things. You know, lyrical content strong. But when people look at him as being outspoken, you have to examine, okay, he's outspoken, yes, but in context with what Orlando's song is saying, it is 100% factual. The brother has never touched up the PNM under Kid Rowley leadership in the same manner that he touched up the UNC or the PDP or the TOP.
In an ignorant and violent way. In an ignorant and violent way.
I mean, if listen, let us be fair. If you're going to sing about the leadership of the UNC and the leadership of the other parties, it is only fair that you sing about the leadership of PNM, especially as the ruling party. Show me, as I say, where Bruce Lee, Jet Li, or Levi, any Lee as mentioned, if the word Lee is sung in any one of his songs, I say, Shaq, sorry. But the man has never done it, and he have his supporters and them who not doing the research. They're condemning somebody who doing research. You think I so stupid and mad to just come out and write and say that about a man like Shaq, a big mouth man like Shaq, who I know in taking that? The man must come out and defend himself. So he defended himself that way. And that's just by he defended himself by hiding from the truth. He cannot say, Kurt, you're wrong, because in 20 so and so, this is what I say. I waited to hear something like that. Kurt, you're wrong because this song, hear what I say. But he's not doing that. His fans, all who supporting Shaq and his nonsense. Ask those questions, man. Ask the pertinent questions. Don't sit down and try and say, well, he said this and he said that. Go to YouTube, 2013 to 2026. Go to YouTube and you will see the year with Twilight Zone. I can't remember if that's 2018 or 19. And 2024, when he said the return of Dubois. Okay, the return of Dubois. Where was Dubois returning from? Right? Where did Dubois went? Why did Dubois disappear to return in 2024? Where it went all those years? Those are the questions they should be asking. Not to question my integrity or my integrity and my composition. I spend a lot of time to do my stuff, man. I don't fly by night. I spend my time, I do my research. So when I come and say something, long time they said, when Sparrow says so, it's so. And it wasn't even Sparrow, it was the Veens and other people was doing the writing. I write my own things. When the last Bajan says so, it's so. I don't miss I don't miss.
I agree with that. I
Good.
agree with that.
So good.
I feel like I have to jump in
as
that
we go
Calypso
forward,
thing.
yeah, as we go forward, where exactly is Calypso in 2026? In your estimation?
Man, that's a difficult question in terms of where is it, it is what it is, It is what it is. Calypso in 2026, I don't think is much different from 2025 or 2024. I'm seeing an expectation of some people for Calypsonians to come and sing political songs against the present government. That's what I'm getting. And if that's something I could easily do, I could say, you know what? Some people want that. But when you look at the big picture, some people didn't elect this government. The government was elected by the majority because that's why they're there. And as a Calypsonian, I have to also listen to the majority. I can't listen to the minority alone. Yes, I have to listen to the minority. But I can't let the minority rule if we deal with the democracy.
Correct.
I have to balance it off. And that's what I attempted to do with this year in this song. I balanced it off. I spoke about why the PNM lose. The third verse said why the UNC won. And then the last verse warned the UNC to tell them why they could lose if they don't do so and so and so. I can't see how that is, for the life of me, with my reputation and what I've done over the years and to show my balance, I don't understand how people could even think that I could be a sellout or I could be paid by a political party. Let me make this very clear. Last general election, the leadership of the two parties could tell you that I was offered to come and sing on the stage, on the platforms to the rallies, and I turned down both. Ask leadership. If I'm saying this openly, I don't lie about these things. And I turned down both offers, both. Because I said that is not my brand. My brand is my brand is for the people. Partner, I don't even vote. Ask anybody, ask my friends and them here and me here. My friends, all my school friends, my community friends, all you know me, all you know where I was election day. Half hour y'all was with me in Morang River. So y'all know I speak in the truth. I don't choose no sides. I'm not into that. Listen, whoever wins the election, is my duty to support them, because they are the ones holding the steering wheel for the country for 5 years. If you're driving the bus for 5 years, I can't come in every minute and choke and say, "What you're doing wrong? Come, turn here, go here. Why you ain't do this?" No, you get elected democratically to drive this bus. My job is to support whoever is driving the bus. Why nobody didn't ask me for 9 years how I didn't sing about Rowley, and it's only the last year? Huh? They didn't ask that question, but in 9 months' time, they want me to come and hit Anti-Kamala. Nah, man, that's unfair. Who want to do it? Go ahead and do it. That's your brand. My brand is to be balanced. My brand is to be focused and have a clear head. Approach things head on. Some people has approach things head on and bang, run into accident. That's not head on. Head on is head on shoulder. I deal with head on shoulder, not head on.
A Calypsonian with integrity.
Yes, man. And no old talk can't change that. And listen, one of the people who's spreading this nonsense about what I saw a post that I was in some meeting with Kenny, Orlando, and UNC officials. It's important to know the integrity of the things, because the person who's spreading that talk is a fictitious character by the name of Bobby Brewster, with one Facebook friend, no picture of himself or nobody else, one profile picture of something. He posted that, and then it started to share with all kind of different people. You imagine if you was a serious journalist and you go and see a man on a Facebook page with one friend, and the Facebook page was open 2 weeks ago saying something like that. His address is Grenada, right? Bobby Brewster. And you taking that up and posting that and then expect me to respond? People want me to respond to that? Come on, man. Come on. I ain't had time with that. Nobody could say that Kurt Allen meet with no UNC official, no PNM official, no official. Kurt Allen is the last badge of Calypso. I deal with the people. And if there's anybody who have a proof or evidence, or if they even saw me in the company of a UNC or PNM official or any official, if they even see me in a campaign rally, come out and say yes. You don't even have a picture. Just say, "I see you there." And I hush my mouth. But that can't happen because I am the true one. Ask Watchman, talk to Wayne Head about me, and all they will get to know who I is.
Well, we just have Wayne Head here too,
You're serious?
Yeah. I mean,
well, ask Wayne, man. Ask Wayne.
We call Wayne. When we call Wayne, just a few days
Last
ago.
week.
Yeah,
Two weeks ago, he was a host on the program too.
Yeah,
Oh, but all right.
program,
Talk to Wayne. Talk to Wayne because he knows me since I'm 11 years old. Talk to Wayne. Not these people who come in on the dotish propaganda and want me to respond or feel they can back me to a corner to make me look bad. I composed 14 songs this year for 14 Calypsonians. But they want to zero in and talk about I writing song for UNC and what I writing is facts there that had nothing to do with UNC. There's a fact that our Calypsonians who sit down waiting, just waiting patiently to pounce on the government. Listen, man, in 2011, when the UNC came into power, I sang a song called Changes. They change your socks and they change your shoe. They even change makeup artists too. They put on perfume smelling like a rose, but they ain't changed their stinking underclothes. Come on, there's the same person who sing political symphony, the PNM, UNC, and the TOP and the political symphony. There's the same person who said, long live Calypso. When the UNC government in power, Calypsonians just find things to sing. So I say, long live Calypso. Long live the UNC in power because all just give me topic to sing. And all they want to come and say, I bias now, and I in bed with somebody. That is madness. My record speaks for itself. But the boy man and all the other people, record also speaks for itself. Examine that against my record, and then let me have a conversation. I don't want no conversation about them kind of nonsense he's singing and hitting people and saying some kind of out of timing thing. I can understand the man hurt, you know. The man, somebody like to show up the man hurt, so you have to defend himself. And if that's the way he chooses to defend himself, fine. But don't expect me to stoop that low. I'm not going, not because somebody come low, I have to go to the basement. My pen can do that. I can go to the basement, you know, if you come low. But that is not my character. My parents and my grandparents didn't grow me up like that.
When the last bad John exposed
the real thing, I can say that openly, the real thing. That is just a title, you know.
When they expose him over there, trigger him off.
Yeah, the man gets triggered, and I anticipated he would do exactly what he did, you know. So I could have had extra verses waiting for him. But my thing wasn't to attack him personally. As I said, this brother, I respect this brother as an artist. This is the bar man.
Not no artist, sir.
No, I say, but I respect him as such.
As a brother.
You know. But don't try to make me look like if I have something personal with you and you want to change the narrative. If you want to change the narrative, tell your fans what year did you sing about Dr. Rowley. It's simple. And let me end the debate.
He can't say that. Huh?
Tell them what you sing about Heinz. Tell them what you sing about Penny. Tell them what you sing about Marvin. Tell them what you sing about anybody else other than the 2 1%ers who was easy target. Because even within the PNM, they were disgruntled with these two men, Embert and Alwari. So you touch up the 2 1%ers, but they ain't touch up nobody else within the party, the hierarchy of the party. And you want to come and tell me that you're not selective? Brother, miss me with that. Miss me with that. You can't come to me and step to me with them nonsense. And I have more files, more files. But as I said, I ain't going personal on nobody. So
not even Tuco.
They better know
Tuco could disappoint you.
Yeah, so tell better his fans understand to take it down, because you're sitting and standing on the wrong side of history.
So Mr. Allen, I want to say this, sir. For over 25 years, I have been saying on national radio, the problem is not the Calypsonian, the problem is Tuco. The problem is Tuco. And I have been saying that, and every year, you're seeing it in their face that is Tuco is the problem. That is why today, Calypso, it really reached, in my view, Calypso reached nowhere in Trinidad and Tobago. The Calypsonians them who make money, they make the money outside in white man country, just pay them to sing for them. But in Trinidad and Tobago, which part they classify it as black culture, it reach nowhere.
I understand. Totally understand. Totally, but I always this is not to defend, but I always say when we say Tuco, we should deal with the current executive or whichever executive of Tuco. Because Tuco in itself, that name, when you check the constitution of Tuco is beautiful. Tuco is ideal. But the executives, the leaderships, That is who we have to check on. That is who we have to check on. And it's and then the thing again, we come and we talk about them, and the public has this to say, and everybody has this to say. By the end of the day, it's only about 300 or 400 people have the authority to change the leadership or to improve on the leadership. That's the Calypsonians who are members of the organization. And if they don't realize what's happening, or they don't come to their senses to demand certain changes, then the public will always lose. Every year we're going to have the same debate about the judges and about this and that, you know, and not blaming and pointing any fingers, but the person who has to accept responsibility for all this will be the leader of Tuco, the president, whoever that might be. The president of Tuco, whether it's this current president or the presidents before, the presidents to come. They are the ones who are the leaders of the organization. And they are the ones to accept all the responsibility for every complaint. As I said, you know, I doesn't want to blame. It had an adjudication committee before Mr. Snaggs, who's a former commissioner of police. You had the Justice Malcolm Holdip, right, who's a justice, a magistrate. So I cannot see these guys going around to judges and telling them, hey, change your score or put this one. I don't see that, right? So it means that when the results leave that adjudication committee, what happens after? Well, those are questions that we have to ask. That is what we had to zero into. What happens after?
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to see secrets. Huh?
Right. Let me ask a question. Why, for all these years, haven't they computerized the score? For example, when a judge gives a score, type it in the computer, right? And it goes to a place where you can't go and try to change that score.
Good. Last year, we signed a contract that everybody signed a contract last year stating that what you're saying is supposed to happen. Yeah. They said in that contract that they were moving towards that system, that after you perform, the judges' scores will come up immediately.
Yes.
We signed to that, and it never happened. This year, it still didn't happen. So I'm saying that what you're saying there makes sense. I think they understand it makes sense. But implementing it, why are they not implementing it? That's another question. Because, I mean, in every little talent show that you're watching on television, whether it's America Got Talent or with Simon and all these things, it's easy to do. You don't know rocket science to do this, you know? And in this case, you're making some of the judges and them, you're putting question marks over their head because people wondering if this judge qualified. And there's a big question too, you know. Because I see they put out the results, they think that one of the judges is a hairdresser, one is a driver, and people ask if they're qualified. I am saying to you that when I sing a calypso, is a hairdresser or a driver or somebody listening to tell me if it was good or not. So I cannot say that they're not qualified or competent to be judges. Shadow say old lady, young lady, anybody, if your shoes stay up, if your clothes burst up, you can still jump up because you understand that music connects to everyone. So it doesn't matter to me if the person is a hairdresser, if there's a footballer, if there's a garbage collector. I have no problems with them being a judge because automatically those are the people in the society that they're representing people in the society. The same people who say, Alan, boy, I love your song this year. I mean, looking at somebody in a garbage truck. So how can I say, you ain't know nothing about Calypso, boy? And then watch the judge and complain when he's also a garbage man or whatever. No. I have to be fair. It doesn't matter. Because they still represent a part of the society. So even though he don't know anything about Calypso, it means that about 1,000 people don't know about Calypso that he represents. That they will say, yeah, boy, you make the right decision. You really should not pick that person. Even though you and I may feel that that person should be picked, including myself. So that's why I say I don't have a problem with judges. The judges have to do what they have to do. At the end of the day, the problem is with the system of things, how things are done. And if we don't change and be transparent in how things are done, you're going to always have questions. Listen, Sparrow, back in the 50s, 60s, sang a song called Robbery with V. Dealing with the same Calypso, you know. So what about the judges back then who were supposed to know Calypso and Sparrow saying all they're robbing people? The same story is being told now, so nothing hasn't really changed. You know why? Because the system of how we do things hasn't changed.
You know, Kurt, is interesting, eh? You don't have to address this if you don't want to. I worked on Wall Street for 23 years, right? And when you buy a stock, you're looking to get ROI, return on your investment.
Yes.
Right? And if you don't get a return on your investment, you want to know that means you're losing money. So my question is this. whatever Tuco is allocated, whether it's 15 million, 10 million, 11 million, 12 million, whatever is given to Tuco, what is the return on that investment that Tuco is given on a yearly basis?
I don't know. You see, I'm not privy to what Tuco actually does, how the organization functions within, what they invest in, where the money goes, how how things are done. All I can say is that exactly what you pointed out. There's a subvention every year that they get from the government. I believe they get sponsorship as well. Then the proceeds from the Calypso Fiesta. To be honest, if you ask me where it's going, I don't know. These are serious questions that has to be asked. In terms of, you're not seeing during the year that any programs there to develop the art form or to develop youngsters in a particular way. There's no academy for the youth. You're not seeing anything. You're not seeing movement, but you know that money is being passed, right? And I want to make it clear that some people have a problem with the executive of Tuco getting bonus for their work during Carnival. I have no problem with that. I believe some of them are underpaid for the kind of work that they really have to do. They're underpaid, right? So I have no problem when people make the bonus or they make the extras. That's fine. But what are we, as you say, what are the returns to the shareholders?
Yes.
Who, to the people who actually go on the stage, and the practitioners, the incentives for youth development. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing the money going anywhere there. And to be frank, I don't know where that money going. That's a serious question to ask. You're not seeing a return on the investment.
And I just think this. I work on Wall Street for 23 years, and when I look at Tuco, for example, and this is not a criticism of Tuco. Tuco has an asset, which is Calypso, Calypso Fiesta. We could say the March Gras because the final is at the March Gras, right? And they have Calypso 10. And in my estimation, Tuco is not monetizing their assets to benefit the shareholders of Tuco.
Yes.
You see? And I could talk about that because I personally went to Musimba when he was president and signed a contract for them to help them with streaming. So 365 days out of the year, Tuco could have money coming in. But maybe I was too ambitious. I was a little black boy from Chumaka, Clavantil, and they didn't see the value in it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Up to today, still, Tuco is not maximizing the benefits with respect to a return on investment for the shareholders of Tuco.
Yes.
Let me see this. Caller, do you have a question for Kurt Allen? Caller.
Yeah.
Ms. Atlanta, do you have a question for Kurt Allen?
I have a question for you all, for the show.
Okay, go ahead. We have Kurt Allen with us, the last version of Calypso. Go ahead, ask your question.
Okay, you are hearing me properly?
Yes.
Right. What? Good evening.
Good evening.
Wall Street Anchor.
Yes.
This is such a powerful discussion, right? And I like what Wall Street and I think Tommy was saying. What Calypsonians need, or for Calypso to go anywhere, is the system, right? You agree too that it's the system, right?
Yes.
But good. And they're talking about the people in Tuco and thing. I say it's not. It is blamed on it is on everybody for that.
Yes.
Because you could, as a Calypsonian, even old and young and new coming up and everything, should be the driving force. Calypso shouldn't be a seasoned, like I'm a seasoned lover. Like it was a season, and after that, bam, they go away, they stay, whatever they do, and come back again to do something. That is not our culture. Calypso and the fraternity itself is not. It's dealt. You know how we deal? Like you're putting up shop for some occasion. You're selling sugar cake or whatever. When that done, until next year. So it didn't have.
Tuco, even besides Tuco, everybody in the system, the social welfare, whatever, should be entranced for a whole year. We should have year-round things, year-round caravan, because people do not come for Calypso all year round. They come. So all year round, it should have Calypso fraternity. You know, the fraternity is well developed with the Calypsonians as a good part. Hear what you said just now, what shocked me. Something was signed off to start, let me say last year or a couple of years, right? Something was signed off to do. And here you, but it didn't do. But that is so shocking to me. How I mean it did not do? What happened to all the Calypsonians, and not only Calypso, everybody in the fraternity should be at the table. Why it have to be Tuco or official? You all are the officials. Yes, you have the people, whatever, but you are bringing it to the officials, and everybody's supposed to have a place at the table.
Okay,
let
could answer the question.
Right. So I just find that, you know, it should be you and, and everybody involved.
Thank you. What says you?
Well, no, what the caller is saying is correct in terms of it's not just the responsibility of Tuco, it's the responsibility of the entire fraternity. And that fraternity is not just limited to the Calypsonians or the background vocalists. It's also extended to managers, Calypso lovers, people who collect the archives, people who write, the journalists that write about Calypso, the producers who produce Calypso, the musicians that play in the background that nobody ever hears from. It's a collective responsibility where all of us should be, you know, given a forum where, you know, it's a forum that invites the different minds and the different people involved. You know, it have people who are qualified people in terms of professionals, doctors, lawyers, teachers, the different business people who are interested in Calypso, but they are not being brought to the table to have a say or to be given that voice. And I'm saying that is where the leadership of Tuco needs to step up and you know, broaden the game and bring in the people. You know, we have people involved in Calypso. For example, you have I ain't calling names because it's partners, you know. Leston Paul, Kenny Phillip, Errol Fabian, who owns Gael, and Kenny, who owns WAC. These are members of Tuco, or at least I know that some of them signed up to become members of Tuco. I'm not sure if it was ratified yet. But these are the people that we should be drawing from, the successful people. You know, the people who are successful as individuals in their own way, the successful Calypsonians who have tasted success independently. These are the people that you need to bring to the table. But those seem to be the people that they exclude from the table. I can remember Tuco calling in David Rudder for a meeting and saying, XYZ, let me get some advice. How did you succeed? What are the channels that were taken? As a matter of fact, before Harry Belafonte passed away, this is our official meetings that took place with the current president of Tuco and the executive before this executive. Where before Harry Belafonte died, myself and Errol Fabian contacted his foundation, and he was willing to come to Trinidad because there's a man who put the name of Calypso on the map. A man who has built schools and universities, shared his wealth. A man who supported Dr. Martin Luther King with the first civil rights march. Harry Belafonte was the one who sponsored that, and I proposed for him to come to Trinidad to be awarded because he has received awards from all over the world, all different places. But the land of Calypso has never recognized him, and I proposed that, and that was shut down. Shut down. We had everything in place. I'm calling names Errol Fabian because me and Errol Fabian spoke to our official. I think it was one of his children, as a matter of fact, and they were excited to know that Harry could be honored in Trinidad, you know, because everybody else on him and the land of Calypso has always kind of treated him slight. And we waited until this man died. These are the simple things that we should be focusing on, because the wealth of knowledge and the wealth of information and maybe even some funding could have come our way through Harry Belafonte, because he has a foundation that supplies scholarships to students or to study people who are involved in social justice and stuff. And we in Trinidad missed that boat by not aligning or by directly shunning the existence of Harry Belafonte. Explain that to me.
You know, Kurt, I had some numbers here, right? I don't know how true these numbers are, but I'm gonna read them out anyway. In 2017, 2025, it says here Tuco was allocated 17,328,207.33. In 2024, they were allocated $13,037,986.33. In 2023, they were allocated $14,990,982.01. In 2022, they were allocated $3,900,000. In 2021 was 2.9 million. In 2020, they were allocated 8.6 million. Right? It appears that the highest subventions were in 2024, 2025, and also in 2015, right? They said here the allocation added up from 2015 to 2025, which is 10 years, to $103,749,000, $749,242.84. All right. So what I will do, Kurt, is take a haircut. A haircut means to say you're gonna take something off it because you're insure. So I go take off a 10 million. Right?
Right.
So they get about $93 million.
Right.
So I taken off because numbers might. So in 10 years, they get $93 million. And you go ask me, Kurt, that Calypsonians are not asking where's the return on investment? Where did we have a house? Did we get a house off of that? A Tuco house that they own? Right? Did we have a place where yearly we could have certain Calypsonians singing on a year-round basis?
Right.
I mean,
you're asking the right questions.
Yeah, these are questions that need to be asked.
Yes,
and
yes.
If you, as an organization, can't answer that question, or as a management, all you need to replace them and get newer people.
Yeah. Well, I agree with that. In terms of if you're not managing your affairs properly, then you need to be replaced. And it's sad to know that that type of money passed through the organization, and the organization doesn't have a headquarters that they could say, well, we're not paying any more rent here, or we have we spent that money and we bought an old cinema that is now defunct, whether it's Globe, Strand. We bought that cinema and we turned that cinema now into a Calypso 10 that could run all year. Those are the things that we're talking about when I talk about systematic changes and stuff. Those are the things. There is nothing in place, and those questions are not asked. Even what happens from the returns of Skinner Park every year, being a factor in that, because there's a big income earner generator, where that money goes to. No, I'm not. No, probably, I don't know. Maybe once those questions are asked to the people who should be asked to, they can have the answer. I don't know. It could be a case of that. So I leave in room that, Kurt, you don't know what they're doing, and not because you don't know what they're doing, it means that they're doing nothing. Because I'm sure that as individuals, we have all experienced that. People say you're doing nothing, but it's because they don't know what you're doing.
I can't let you just say that and let that pass.
No. I'm not saying that. That's the thing about it. I am not saying that is the case, because the first point you raise is the one that we have to zero in on, right? But if you want to know exactly where the money gone, I wouldn't be the person to answer that, because I'm not privy.
I understand that, but right. I am saying that. To me, one of the biggest things COP and Tommy could to me, one of the biggest things, if you don't have, in 10 years, you get $90 million and you still renting a place in a little hole. As Stinger say, something wrong.
Something wrong. Yeah, something wrong. Bad management, or it's man. For somebody like me, it hurts, sir. It really hurts. This is not even something to talk about. They corrupt and they had to go. No, it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, no, I'm not going down that road about corruption and all kind of thing. I don't want to talk about that. I want to see progress. We want to see progress for Tuco, and by extension, the Calypsonians who make up Tuco.
Yes.
That's all the people want to see. You understand?
Yes.
You don't want when a Calypsonian reaches 90 and he had to go and get buried. You had to go and beg this one for this. You had to go and beg that one for that. Tuco should have a say, listen, you know what? We have a 20,000 set aside for that fella right there. 20,000 for you. Fix up. Or what Tuco needs to do is to start an investment account to take $100,000 from 2026 and invest that somewhere where they could get 2, 3, 4, 5% return on investment.
Well, then Tuco needs a visionary leader. Or that's basically what you're saying. Needs a leader with vision, somebody who understands the game, who has been involved in it from different levels and understands and has the best interest of it at heart, and a leader with vision, somebody who is creative, and that's what probably missing, a creative leadership.
Tuco need to be mashed up. Tuco need to be mashed up in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and when you watch for all these years, these people them getting this money. That's taxpayers' money.
No,
your money.
No, I can agree with you because listen to this part of the argument, right? Before there was a Tuco, the golden age of Calypso, in terms of there was no Tuco to help the Black Stallion, the Mighty Shadow, the David Rudder. All the stars, Sparrow, Kitchener. There was no Tuco, yet still they found a way to put Calypso out there on the map, and the attendance of Calypso tents was 100 times now that what we're saying. Calypso was vibrant and progressing very well without Tuco. With the advent of Tuco, things have changed. Yeah. Even though you're getting $93 million, why? So if Stalin and these guys didn't have that, and yet still they were so successful, we're having that now, $90-something million, and you want to tell me this is the state of Kaiso? Nah, man. Something wrong, Something wrong.
You see, we agree that Tuco officials and them can get a raise, they work hard, and they can get a perks. But if we agree to them things,
hold on. Where's your P?
If we not agree for them to get a perks, they'll just get a salary. But we understand why. We understand the lack of hard work, and yet still you're getting the perks.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
And they don't even have an entertainment center.
Yeah.
No land in Trinidad and Tobago to own. It had no hotel, no building, no gas station, nothing to own. And just taxpayers are be giving them money every year.
Yeah, argument solid, man. Right. Solid.
Let's take this quick call. Corey, I have a question for Coach Allen, the last badge.
Yeah, I do have a question. Okay. Good evening again, folks.
Yes.
The fact that public money or public funds are being put every year and every decade under whatever administration is in charge, whatever government is in charge. Tell me something. Because public funds are being utilized from the taxpayers, doesn't Tuco, like any other enterprise, state enterprise, run enterprise or organization, don't they have to provide their books to the general public? Do they have to? Could you say that, Mr. Allen?
Yes, there's a mandate for that to happen, and but it doesn't always happen, and that is where the line ministry or the line minister has the power now to rein them in and say, okay, this organization was enacted by an act of parliament, and so that we have oversight over certain things. And unless that happens, we're going to have this conversation over and over again. But yes, listen, what you're asking for has not even been provided to the membership. There's a call right now for the membership, from the membership, to access those records, to get a report of an audit of what happened between 2023 and to now, and that is not forthcoming. So you're quite correct. And in the absence of the members making sure that happens, the minister, the line minister, which is the Minister of Culture, has oversight and can make demands for such to happen.
So folks, put your closing comments in the chat, send your closing voice note and your closing quote. You know, Kurt, I think we have to have a discussion here on WZYE more often. And hold on, let me take this question. This is a question. I have a quick question. Ulrich, you have a quick question for Kurt Allen?
Yeah, I'm so glad I catch me before I go. Good night to everybody.
Good night.
Good. I want to find out, I want to get your opinion on what's going on this year with the Panama. All the bands and them now.
Ulrich, we talk about Calypso, you come with Panama. What kind of sideways thing you just come with, Ulrich?
Ulrich. On the same wavelength, you know, we have no Panama tune this year, so we had to go back to old time days and choose old time music for the Panama. That's what I'm asking him about.
No, well, I'm glad you mentioned that because man, after 2 days ago, me and my wife had a discussion with that, and I was one who was saying they shouldn't have no old time music, you know, play the music of now. And then I heard Renegades with Lizard, and the arrangement just blew my head away. So, but I get what you're saying. I mean, that's common sense, you know.
Yeah, all right, Ulrich, all right. I take that back, Ulrich. You know, I thought you was coming sideways. Ulrich from Chumaka, from where I grew up. So we have a Chumaka relationship. You know, okay. I think, as I was saying, right, this discussion that we have here, we should try and have this discussion once a month and bring Calypsonians and for them speak truth to power, because sometimes you go bring Calypsonian and might want to lean sideways, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And they really want to say this or say that, right?
Yeah.
At the end,
I know who they are too. No, I know who they are. I know.
Recommend some of them.
Well, what I can recommend, right? What will be nice is if you have Wayne Head and myself together on one of the programs. That will be interesting.
You want that?
Yeah, man. Of course.
We go do that.
Of course. Wayne Head is the official opposition leader of Trinidad and Tobago. Nothing changed.
You know, it have people in politics that cost me when Wayne Head send voice note and I put it out.
Yeah.
Eyes Wayne Head, you know, voice note, whatever they call it. He does speak truth to power too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
A man based on facts. He like facts.
Yeah.
You know,
and he don't hide it. You don't put water in his mouth to talk, eh?
Nah, yeah. So here's our next question quickly, eh? Mr. Florida say, Mr. Ansem asks, does he see the future generation still into Calypso, or will it be a dying art in the next 20 years?
Well, I wouldn't go at the future generation. There's a generation right now. As I said, I just came from a Calypso competition in Tunapuna here, and with young singers. And I think that my fear is that some of these young singers will be frustrated to leave. I must take this time to as I say, big up people like Corinne Ashe, Dwayne O'Connor, Chucky, Devon Seals, all the younger ones who held the fort that could have easily gone to soca when they were young, but they decided to stick in the Calypso, and then now you find their prominence has risen. I would like to see the same thing with some of the younger ones who really knocking, who really have good songs, die hard into it, and for the same reason that we all mentioned in this interview, their career is not going anywhere because of the system that is in place. The way it stands now, yes, I could see it continuing, but the standard will not be the same of what we probably know Calypso to be or what we think Calypso should be. Apart from having the young singers, the major problem is that we're not having writers. We're having a lot of young singers, but we're not having a lot of young writers. These same young singers rely on about 4 people. 4 people. Now, I wasn't playing myself as a writer all the time. I just write underground as, you know, a ghostwriter and stuff. This is the first year I really jumped out and I wrote for 14 people in 1 year. And that's because I recognize that we have a lot of young singers, but they're not composing. And then they rely on 2 people that giving them the same type of melody and the same thing over and over and over. So I think that when you talk about Calypso dying and stuff, it's not just the young singers. We can always get the young singers. Look at, for example, out of the woodworks, Young Brother. You know, we had Voice. And in my time, we had Sherwin Manchester and Destra and all these people who stepped away from the Calypso and focused on a soca career. We need to get the young people in the Calypso, yes. but we need to encourage composing. We have to focus on composers, because when, God forbid, that we lose two of the major composers right now, I don't want to call the names, but all right, if we lose Christoph right now, we're in problems, because Christoph accounts for over 50% of the Calypsonians. We have Larry Yearwood, we have a couple other people. You know, and what I'm saying is not superficial, because I saw what happened when Merchant passed away. A lot of Calypsonians who were stars, I'm not going to call their names, the big stars, when you recognize when they started to fade, is because Merchant gone. It's because Divine's gone. And Divine's didn't just go, only passed away recently. You know, he had some health challenges, so his compositions wasn't as lethal as before. As a matter of fact, he and Crazy started to write together. He will Crazy will do the melody and he will do the lyrics, so he will do the lyrics and Crazy will do the melody. That's in, you know, is in latter years. So what we really missing is composers. Because if we lose 2 or 3 composers right now, Calypso in real problems, because we have no composers.
Wow, interesting. You know, Kurt, I want to say, man, it's always a pleasure when you come in the village here, and anytime I reach out to you, you know, you answer the call. Somebody have a song called Answer the Call, you know, answer the call, you know, and don't forget that we promise we're gonna have you and Wade Head.
But I'm waiting for that. That'll be a pleasure. That'll be a pleasure. As I said, Wade was my neighbor. He could tell you, you know, I used to be, I don't know, his wife probably had a problem, because every day after school, I find this man living on, well, I still find him going home by 2 corners away. And it's hours. I will be there when he preparing to go to the tent. All those years, I not in the tent. I was not no big singer. I know, trying to find my way. And Wayne, he's the real deal, man. He's the real deal. You know, he's the real deal, man.
Yeah. So COP and Tommy, any last closing questions for Kurt?
Which Calypsonian, to the last badger, which Calypsonian ever sing any Calypso about Lee? Put Lee in the song.
With Lee?
Yeah.
Kurt Allen, the last version of Calypso.
And all right, which other Calypsonian?
I'm not aware of any that criticize Lee. I'm not aware.
I think that fella from the guy.
The guy.
Remember you sing the song with Christmas? Oh, that Christmas thing, Rowley. Yeah, we don't want no Rowley.
That Christmas song.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, maybe I was talking about like a Calypso within the season and, you know, campaigning for the tent and thing. I've never heard. Even the previous Prime Minister under the PNM, Mr. deceased Patrick Manning, I think it's only myself and the Foster really, you know, when he sang Palace State of Mind or something. Yeah, and I think he came in third that year or something to me.
But that was a great song, eh? That was a real good song. Rhythm and rhyme.
Yeah.
Rhythm and rhyme. But it had a little biasness in it. It had a little political biasness in it. But that was a real song.
Right. You know what?
That's all right. My closing comment. I will say, Mr. Allen, if you all don't think about Tuco and say, hey, all have to create a next industry and have an agenda to mash up Tuco, I will be saying for the next 25 years, Tuco is the problem for Calypso.
Well, you know, I understand, but sometimes you don't need to mash down something to create something new. Sometimes you just need to create a new vision without mashing down anything, you know?
Yeah, you need to mash it down. The same way I say you need to mash down the PNM and make sure the PNM exists in this country, and mash down Tuco. Tuco have one agenda. As a citizen of this country, what I observe, them have one agenda, is to get that perks, and every year they get more money, and mash up Calypso.
That's what I'm saying. It's sad that the name Tuco has to be used to get the point across, because I'm insisting again, the name Tuco on paper is not a problem. It's the executives of Tuco, the people who run the organization, the people who drive the bus. So for me to say, get rid of the bus, that bus is trouble.
You see the bus,
nothing wrong with the bus, you know?
That is the logo.
It's who driving the bus.
That is the logo.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If you change the logo and you put another logo and you get that same mindset to drive the bus, you're going up in the same problems. And you got to change logo all the time.
You know, long time it had a bus. It had the blue bus Mark Thomas on it. They get rid of the boss and Thomas, everybody they get rid of it.
Tommy, any closing comments for Kurt?
Yeah. Kurt, you are officially the last badge on a Calypso.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. I accept it humbly. I accept it humbly. It's a duty, it's a responsibility. It's not about fame, it's not about money, because Kaisonians don't make money, we don't get no fame. Kaisonians don't even play on the radio. You walk in the road and nobody recognizes you. When I was a soca artist, everybody knows me. My music on the radio, I walk in town, I go in the bank, I skip in the line. When I'm in the bank now, I don't stay in that line. Nobody to say, oh, Mr. Allen. So Kaiso is nothing glamorous. You know, as Sparrow said, Kaiso is a man of straw. A soca artist is the one who gets the glory, and fortunately I was able to taste that and still move away from it to come back to Kaiso. I didn't have to do that. I left soca as the reigning international soca monarch. I didn't defend the title and I walked away after 1999. So it's not to say I lost or I was on a dong. My music wasn't playing when I walked away. No, I had a good run. And it's because I'm committed to the integrity of my art form that I choose to still express myself in the Calypso fraternity.
And I thank you. What I've recognized is that there's a large background of politics too, which who has the name Lee.
Lord have mercy.
And since most people think of him as the last badger of politics, they're afraid to even go there.
Yeah, that's the next thing, huh? Because of his style of you make a serious point, huh? Because of his style of leadership, and everybody knows. You see how he handled Manning. He's a fearless man. So even the Calypsonians felt if they sing something about him, and with his power and the mouth, he could be a deadly man. He could bury us. So some of them remained quiet because of that same thing. That last version of politics, Lee. He was no easy man. I mean, Manning had a different personality. So you felt you could have hit him a choke. Pandey could hit him a choke. But the Lee now, the Lee is the Rottweiler. So when you're dealing with a Rottweiler, you have to study if you get your neck bite off. So I believe that in many occasions, the Kaiso fraternity
fear
him. Right? But that not me. I don't deal with fear because I know I have nothing against. I don't even know the man personally. I don't know him personally. I don't know his personality. This man is a father, a husband. So I cannot attack that. I can only attack what is in the public domain in terms of his leadership and what the people are saying. The same thing with our President Prime Minister. I can only attack when that time comes, what the people are saying about the leadership. But for me to say something about her personally, oh, she this and she that and she incompetent and she this, that is mad thing. You can't call people them names and just so and not understand that they have families and they built a successful life for themselves. And you want to come and break them down just like that? No, but I can break down their leadership when it relates to Trinidad and Tobago.
Kurt, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us, man. It's always a pleasure. And you're going to hear from me, and we're going to try to line up you on the Watchman, all right?
Pleasure. Looking forward.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. And have a good night, gentlemen. Enjoy. All right. Thank you.
So there you have it, folks. The last version of Calypso. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, COP, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, when you join us here, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget to share that live.
Okay. Ingrid Matthew says we need more interviews like this. This. Good night, Kurt. Lady LB in the house, beautiful. Yeah. That was pretty good. That was interesting, very interesting. Anytime he comes here, he speaks truth to power. You know what I mean? And Patty does always try something. She has always tried to try to put a spoke in the wheel, but it doesn't work. It don't work. So
Patty and them like they just get paid for that.
let me play this voice note here before we go. There's a voice note. Let me play this.
Hi, good evening, Wall Street.
All right, I have to take this call, folks. Just take it in for a minute while I take this call, all right?
Uncle Tommy?
Yes, sir.
It's amazing to me to see which part Calypso reach. It reach 100% at all. It's still 25%. 50 years ago. And still, it reach nowhere. No Calypsonians in Trinidad and Tobago for the past 15 years make money out of Calypso. To me, that's sad. That is the culture of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Calypso.
All right, I'm back.
One of the main art forms.
Go ahead.
You go ahead, Professor Walshit. You're back.
Why are you all not asking the question why it has to be Tuco or the government or whatever it is doing things? Why can't the Calypsonians as a whole or the people in the fraternity, not only Calypsonians, do that, have whatever it takes, and why they don't know about the money you talked about there? He said he don't know. Why you don't know? You could look on in the papers to see Scotia's yearly what they do with the money and their budget and all that. So why don't you know? And that's what I was saying. Wall Street, they should be at the table, their table, whatever table, and know these things as a fact. You can't be performing 40 years and other Calypsonians and other people in the fraternity, and you don't know. Hear all that money you call out there, Wall Street. I am not blaming, I'm not on Tuco and them. I blame the whole fraternity. Why you don't know? You have a right to know. They can't move without the Calypsonians singing, without Kurt making up calypsos and all that. They can't. So it's not to say I come into ask, I wouldn't know. You understand? I'm nobody. I don't know nothing. But why can't Kurt and them know 40 years? Kurt has been in this business or no? And all of them, all Sparrow and all of them, Kitchener who died, they're dead and leave. What they do according to you, they didn't leave a house that they own?
Thank you, Miss Atlanta. I don't know what to say, boy.
Up to Kitchener could have lose Kitchener at the house.
I don't know what to say. Listen, all we try to do is to bring. So folks, we were also supposed to have Terry Lyons, but Terry had some rehearsing to do, so maybe we go try to bring Terry on Monday after she win the Calypso Monarch.
And what about Lady Gypsy?
We could bring she too.
Yeah.
You know what? That is a good thing, Maybe we could get Lady. All right. Who
Gypsy is Lady Gypsy is Terry mother?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know that. Let me take this call. Mr. Florida.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Handsome. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night, COP. Good night, everybody. We chat and live. You having a show on Carnival Monday? Every Monday is Carnival Monday.
Oh, yeah, boy.
That's true.
Carnival Monday and Tuesday, you having a show?
Nah, I might have to go. I might have to go outside and wine in the snow, boy.
When they call in there and they say Monday, I say, what? I say, Mr. Hanson, can I have a show Monday?
All right.
But Monday is not holiday. Monday is not holiday. Monday is not a Wednesday. Monday is not Friday.
No, but all them people in the chat go be whining and playing mass.
Wait, you know much thing taking place live right now?
Later.
And over 300 people locked on YouTube listening to us.
Yeah.
You know what fete and all kind of thing going on YouTube right now, and them not on that. WZYE loyal listeners and I want we every day.
All right, so folks, we go take a little on Sunday we go take a little poll. If we doing the show Monday and Tuesday.
Julia, you go say yes, sir.
Yeah. You know me even know Monday and Tuesday. Well, I know I kind of don't know.
You know, like myself, I'm not even on Carnival now.
Yeah, boy.
I don't partake that matter.
Hey, Mr. Mantic, be careful, eh? Be careful with your statements, eh? All them people on the chat are pensioners. So Anderson is a pensioner.
Caribbean Soul is a pensioner.
Caribbean Soul is a pensioner.
Semantics is a pensioner.
Gordon Dryden is a pensioner. Batos is a pensioner. Capitan is a pensioner. Eh?
He's a pensioner. Semantics is a pensioner.
I just asking question, you know. Miss Santa Cruz is a pensioner. Michael is a pensioner. Bennett Thomas is a pensioner. Anthony Ford with a E and a D. Them is pensioners. I don't know semantic. Eh?
Just School is not a pensioner.
Just School is a pensioner. Eh? Well, the say Patricia Reed is just she more than a pensioner. She's a
she's a PNM. Patricia Reed.
Bato say no pensioner. You see what I'm saying? Ulrich is a pensioner. Ulrich no pensioner. Ulrich still beating pan for Desperados. You see? Anyway, I'm going to see your closing comment.
Saying to you today, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment, you shall condemn. You have faced battles, but remember I am your shield. The darts of the enemy may be aimed at you, but they will not reach their mark. What was intended to harm you will only serve to strengthen your faith and deepen your trust in me. Do not fear the words spoken against you, for I will give you the power to silence them. The accusations will fall flat, and the truth of my love will stand firm. You are not defenseless. You are covered by my righteousness, and I have already declared victory over every challenge. In the moments when you feel surrounded, know that I am your protector. The darkness may close in, but it will not overcome you. My light is your guide, and my hand is upon you. You will rise above the storm, untouched by the destruction that threatens others. Remember, my child, your heritage is one of peace, strength, and divine favor. I am the one who vindicates you, who clears your name, and who lifts you high. Let your heart rest in this truth. I have already fought the battle for you, and you are more than a conqueror through me. Stand firm in your faith. Do not be swayed by the winds of doubt or the lies of the enemy. I have equipped you with everything you need to stand your ground and emerge victorious. The weapons may be formed, but they will not prosper. The tongues may rise, but they will not prevail. If you receive this message, comment, "Thank you, God," and share it with a friend.
Thank you. That's it. COP, Tommy, your closing comment.
Timothy Ferris says, what we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do. Again, what we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do. like I always say, you, the man in the mirror, you must become that change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you give them a hand up. I want to thank the Most High God for this day and for keeping us and continuing to bless each and every one of us. Thank you. Love you all. We'll see each other on today's Thursday, so we'll see each other on Sunday, God willing. Till then, good night.
Good morning, God. I begin this Thursday recognizing the week is still unfolding and not everything is resolved. There are situations that still weigh on me. There are answers that have not arrived yet. There are processes that are still in motion. Not everything has fallen into place. Not everything has become clear, but I keep going. I don't need to wait for the week to end to trust. I choose to trust now, in the middle of what is still happening. If the pressure increases, may my inner strength grow stronger. If the circumstances become more challenging, may my conviction deepen. If the winds blow with greater force, may my roots grow deeper still. I do not want to escape what I am living. I want to walk through it with maturity. Give me balance so I do not react impulsively, wisdom to decide with clarity, calm so my heart does not harden. May I not lose motivation just because the results have not appeared yet. May I not reduce my faith just because the scenery has not changed. Today, I do not declare confidence because everything is perfect. I declare confidence because you remain. May this Thursday be marked by intention, by awareness, by steady steps. And while the week continues, I continue too. Amen. Good morning, God.
From where I said this is it, the clock on the wall say that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. You know something? You know, COP and Tommy.
Yes.
I just listened to that thing there, right? And I listen to it every morning, man. These kind of things, right? And something in there just inspired me and gave me hope. From that, right there, I listened to it this morning, you know. But I got more out of it by listening to it again just now. That gave me inspiration in order to keep going. But we will talk about that some other time.
And that what them
That's what it intended. That's what it intended to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. You know? And it's interesting, eh? Because anyway. Let me see if there's any closing voice.
Uncle Tommy, good night to you, Uncle Tommy. Professor Wall Street and your family, good night.
Same to you.
All the viewers and listeners of WZYE, good night, good night. We'll meet on Sunday.
Same to you and your family too, COP.
All right.
You're welcome, Uncle Tommy.
Tommy,
thank you.
I thought you say your partner, Rock with the Hack Show, was coming.
I saw he didn't come, but I saw he posted something to look at, but I didn't get to look at it yet.
Okay.
But he didn't call him.
Yeah, I thought boy, there's something going back and forward there with Semantic 62. Boy, she ain't easy, you know. Yeah. All right, closing comment. Let me see. Okay. Hey, Caribbean soul gone, boy. Caribbean soul in the corner, hiding. Soul in the corner, hiding from COP.
Oh, hiding from WZYE.
Hiding from WZYE. I knew better. Soul in the corner, hiding. Anyway, closing comments. Okay. Ninja Girl said, blessed night, everyone. Please be safe out there. Please be safe and look out for the elderly. Great program. Miss Santa Cruz, great interview tonight. Thank you very much.
Good night, Miss Santa Cruz.
Monty Steve, sir. Hello, good night, everyone. My advice to you all, I think it's best not to hold any WZYE TV program about Monday and Tuesday coming, which will still be considered as non-working days. All right.
Good night, Monty Steele.
Yeah. Gordon Ganga Shana Jaijin Joseph says,
Gordon, good night to you and your family, Gordon.
yeah, talk to God and man, and we could come up with ways to make life better for others and ourselves. God needs us. Talk to God and man. I know.
Maybe just have one miserable night rest after this program,
Oh, God. All right. Till Sunday, God willing, stay blessed, stay safe, stay dry and hydrated, and please stay away from hypocrites like he or God, the convenient patriot. Miss Santa Cruz closing comment. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. Confucius. Yeah, but P&M Patty asked him if did he write Orlando's song, and he said yes. Ulrich says, good night, everybody. Ulrich, good night to you too.
Good night to
Ulrich,
you,
boy,
Ulrich.
that was all the way Saturday, boy. Truth is, in as high office holders, if you have to wet the throat, do so in private. Maybe the man wet the throat in private. We don't know.
Yeah, that was private.
That was private. He went in the back. And wet the throat. Okay. Michael says Sunday we'll catch up, folks, bacchanal time. Yeah. You know what it does? Sunday go be bacchanal time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, folks, Sunday, come with your bacchanal. It's only bacchanal. Oh, jump and wave, jump up and wave. Mora, jump and wave. What we going out with, fellas? We should go out with that, you know. What's that fella name again?
Go out with Kurt Allen, man.
Yeah, something from Kurt Allen.
Which one? All right, let me
see. He selection for this year.
The latest one?
Yeah.
All right, let me see that. All right,
yeah.
Kurt Allen. Kurt
We supposed to play music before you even come on.
Allen 2026. Yeah, you know we supporting him, man. You know that. 2026.
Caribbean Soul come out from the corner, hiding.
Yeah,
hiding.
Hiding.
You should not hide no more.
Yeah, soul in the corner, hiding. Soul in the corner, hiding
from Wall Street.
What you hiding for?
Before we go, Kurt Allen 2026 Calypso. Calypso. I'll do one real quick. Come down coming up in 2026, man. Let me try another way. 2026, Kurt Allen Calypso. I know why it ain't coming up. It come up last time. Control X. Control V. Kurt. You know, let me put the last badge on. Because I used to have it in here, but I didn't see it. Last badge on. Folks, I ain't getting it now.
Go to anything now. Go with something of your choice now. Bye-bye, Trinidad and Tobago.
Hold on. I try all kind of things. One more thing, let me try. One more thing. No, I ain't getting it. I try everything, folks. All right, so we know we go play. Let me play. Your turn now.
Yeah. That's a number one song for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn now.
All right, folks. So here it is. Right? That's the one we get. We go play that one. That's the only one. Yeah, I couldn't even find that one, but all right. So folks, we are out of here. We're gonna go out with a quick Allen. This is from last year. Your turn now. Because we can't get no other one. But that is it. We're out of here. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.